And welcome back, guys, to another episode of Six and Below. This week, we're journeying to Romania. God help our souls. I'm Erik. This is Darren.
Welcome into Six and Below Movie Podcast.
Cue the intro. The Nun.
The Nun.
God bless you, children. God bless you.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
I have sinned many a times, just this afternoon.
Kind of a bit blasphemous, really, isn't it? Dressed up as nuns.
It is a little bit.
Priests.
Well, we were going to be dressed up as nuns originally, but...
Originally, yeah. We kind of went against that, didn't we?
Mine could do with an iron.
Yeah. Is it Father Christ, your name?
Father Christ, yeah. Father, I look like a scrotum.
Like you're on the witch trials, mate.
Just need a hood.
One of them big top hats from the old days.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you need to get
with,
one of them,
with
mate.
like a buckle on it.
Yeah, definitely. What were them hats about?
I don't know.
I think literally they got ready in the morning, looked in the mirror and go, "Do you know what? You look good today, mate."
Yeah, they must do. Oh, they looked at the hat and thought, "Do you know what this hat needs? A buckle."
Yeah, a belt buckle.
Yeah.
That's what's missing.
That is what's missing.
Keep it on the head whilst they're chasing witches.
I think he must have just protected them.
Could have.
Yeah.
Could have.
So, bring out the altar boys.
Yeah. I'll keep them away.
Keep them away.
Yeah. Because the one little boy in this film didn't end well when he met a priest.
He did not. So, yeah.
Oh, poor David.
And he spends half the film trying to stick his snake down the priest's throat.
He does. Not using euphemisms. That's literally what happens, by the way.
That is what happened, yeah.
Yeah, definitely did, mate. Definitely did.
So, then, the Nun. So, which one? Tell us a bit about how this links into this other series, is The Conjuring.
Yeah, the Conjuring films.
Yeah, so how does this kind of link into it all? Because I've not seen any of them other than this now.
So, the Conjuring,
yeah,
it follows... I can't remember what names are. I've got right down at the very end of my notes.
Oh,
luckily, I did write it down.
Because I know it's like right at the beginning of the film, there's kind of a bit of a... Well, there's a bit of a kind of intro to it in there.
Yeah. So it's Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Right.
Are the two names.
Yeah.
And it's loosely based on true stories.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, they were real life people, Ed and Lorraine.
Right.
So she's like a medium, so she can contact the dead, has visions and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And Ed just pretty much follows her around, really, getting...
sandwiches and coffee and that.
Yeah, pretty much,
Basically,
mate.
I go for you.
Yeah. So there's probably about 10 of them in the series altogether, because you got the two Conjurings, then you got Annabelle, and I think there's 2 or 3 of them. You got 2 nuns.
Is Annabelle linked to this as well?
Yeah.
Is that the one with the little doll?
The little doll.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And there's another 1 or 2 as well. I can't think off the top of my head what they're called. But
what about that
throughout
Megan?
the series, it follows them all around.
What about that Megan as well?
Not part of it.
Is that not part of it?
No. Same writer.
So how does the Nun come into The Conjuring?
Because in The Conjuring, I think it's number 2 off the top of my head. Ed and Lorraine, they have their own... It's like a museum type of thing from artifacts that they've been getting from different cases that they've been going to.
Oh, right, okay.
So, for an example, it'd be like a monkey with 2 little discs with drums.
Is that what we seen a trailer for the other day?
No. Oh, it could be.
Yesterday, when we went to went to watch Alien Romulus last night, and there was a trailer with some like weird little monkey playing cymbals. Or was it the drums or something? I can't remember. Was that it?
I think it was the drums, but it's the same writer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Could be.
Ah.
Could be. That would make sense. So you have like the little monkey for an example. You have like a little music box, and there's a painting of the nun.
Right.
And on the second one, Ed and Lorraine go out somewhere, and the babysitter comes and stays over. So the babysitter's friend comes over, who's interested in paranormal stuff.
Right.
Break into this little museum, and she opens up the box for Annabelle, because she's behind some like sacred glass. No, so it can't get out of the box.
Yeah.
She opens up that, and then Annabelle starts causing trouble, and then all the other artifacts, the ghosts what are linked to them, start haunting the house.
Right.
And you see like the nun walking through the corridor and stuff.
What I want to know then, if there's a painting of the nun, who got the nun to sit down to sit for a painting?
Good question.
Yeah. Or do you think they just painted it from memory? Or do you reckon she was like, stay still on that stool, you. Stop trying to eat me. I'm trying to paint you.
Just stay still, will you?
Just stay still, yeah. It wasn't a nude, was it?
No, it wasn't nude, no.
No,
Like a little breast out.
Yeah, just a little boob there. Maybe
Feeding a little baby demon.
a little bit, or a baby nun.
But yeah, it links up into them. Really good
Yeah.
series to get into. I really like them. One of my favourite series of horror films, anyway.
Yeah, because like I said before in this, I don't really like horror films.
No, but for horror film, though, it's not cheesy.
Yeah.
A lot of horror films are cheesy, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, a lot of them can be cheese on toast, yeah.
Yeah, really bad. But this one's quite good. I like it. Click quiz.
Yeah, go for it,
Get straight into it.
Yeah.
I think you might struggle with this one, mate.
Thing,
Yeah.
probably.
Earl, you're here.
Hey, Jenny. You look wonderful.
I knew you'd make it to the pre-wedding brunch. Oh, I'm so excited. Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah, don't worry about that. That's just a minor setback. You'll be
Okay.
just fine.
Well, come on in. I don't care what they say.
Okay,
You're always welcome.
okay.
Come on.
All right, you first.
I just gotta grab something inside, then I'll introduce you to everybody.
Ooh.
Oh, my God. You saved all my cards.
Ever since the first one you sent me when I was 9. It's the Corn Palace.
By the way, that's not Joe Biden.
Oh, is it not? I thought I could hear like some kids being sniffed.
Yeah. A little bit of senile kicking in, like Lost, where it was that. Like, oh, yeah, I can't remember who you
Where
are.
am I?
It's
saved my
actual
cards.
Clint Eastwood.
That was.
Yeah. That's a little bit of a clue for you.
Okay. Who's the? I don't know who the. I don't know who the actress was.
Really?
Was it Irene?
Possibly.
Possibly.
We've been the only female actress in there.
Well, no,
Oh,
they
you got
weren't.
nuns, actually.
Well, they were the nuns, yeah, and the nun.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So, yeah. So if you think you know what that is, leave a comment below, like, subscribe, all that, or you can email us on sixandbelowpodcasts@gmail.com.
That's right.
If you do, we'll give you blessings.
Talking about the nun,
Yeah, go on.
she's actually been in quite a lot of other films.
What, the nun herself, the woman who plays the nun?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
The scary looking bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So her name is Bonnie Arendt, who plays
Yeah.
the demon.
Yeah.
And she's been mainly in a lot of horror flicks. However, she starred in a movie called The Fighter, starring Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, right.
And do you know what she was credited as?
Punching bag?
Crackhead Bonnie.
Crackhead Bonnie. Of course. To be fair, like, I'm just looking at a picture of her now, and she does look like a crackhead.
A little bit gone.
Yeah, she looks like a crackhead crossed with the Wicked Witch from like Snow White or something.
So Snow White on meth, yeah.
Yeah,
Not the
basically.
witch.
Meth White.
Yeah, meth white.
Meth White.
Right, clip quiz. Oh, we've done that already, haven't we? Results. We're going on the vitals now, yeah?
Yeah, do the
Okay,
vitals.
let's
Go
get
for
straight
it.
into it.
Go for it.
Released in 2018, runtime 1 hour and 30, IMDb rating 5.3, critics 46, Rotten Tomatoes critics 24, audience 35.
Right, okay. The audience didn't really like it then.
No, I thought it'd been a bit harsh personally. Budget 22 million,
Right.
box office gross 366 million.
Jesus Christ. Mate, there's money in these horrors, isn't there?
If they make them good.
Yeah. It's like
And
with that.
It's a follow up for a series.
It's like with that Paranormal Activity from back in the day where it was filmed like basically handheld and that made shitloads of money on a really small budget, didn't it?
Same with Blair Witch.
Yeah. Blair Witch as well, yeah.
That was another one. I don't
Because I
really
think
like
with
that.
that one, I think they literally just sent them in with handhelds and basically pointers about what they were going to film that day and just let them get on with it.
Just run around like a lunatic.
Basically, I think they just had like general, this is what you need to do, this is where you need to be, this is where you need to go. And they just improvised
Right.
through all of it, pretty much.
What you could do for a horror film or something similar to like Blair Witch,
Yeah.
we could make our own. Give some like kids GoPros and stuff so they can film themselves running around Delamere Forest.
Yeah.
And then at night time, you got 3 guys chasing them down with paintball guns and night vision.
I thought you were going to say dress as priests then. I was gonna...
Dress as priest as well, to make it more scary. It's like, no, Father Burke shot his load on me.
Now, that would, to be fair though, other than the priest thing, I think that would make a good little series. Just stick a GoPro on their heads and then just hunt them, but don't tell them we're going to be hunting them.
It could happen at any time, so
Just
like
say-
dead relaxed.
Just say you just got to stay in the woods all night.
Or airsofting guns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or paintball, actually, because you leave them out then, don't they?
Yeah, paintball, more pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at least you can tell when you've hit them.
And you got to freeze them as well. You freeze the balls beforehand.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Cold
just
balls.
to give it a little bit of extra whack.
Just running around the woods chasing kids with your cold balls. Yeah. Yeah, I think that
True.
would make a good film, yeah.
Other top grossing films of 2018.
Yeah, go on.
Avengers Infinity War, 2 billion.
Obviously.
Black Panther, 1.3 billion. And Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, 1.3 billion.
Right.
This movie was ranked 28th in the top 200.
Not bad.
And it was higher grossing than A Quiet Place,
Right.
Skyscraper, with
Oh,
The Rock
yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Pretty shit, really. And Equalizer 2.
Right. Fair enough.
Mm.
The Quiet Place, have you seen them films?
The first one was all right. I won't go on my way for it, but the other two I've not seen.
I've not seen any of them.
No, it's not too bad, the first
Well,
one.
I've seen the start of the first one and turned it off. I think, are they walking across a bridge or something and some kid's playing with a toy and it starts beeping? And then
Yeah,
they
it gets
start-
eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much Starship Troopers.
Right.
One of them like little alien things. They come down and all they can detect is sound.
Right.
So that's why you got to be
okay.
quiet.
Yeah.
And it's quite boring in a way, the film, because they're literally walking around in silence.
Yeah.
You're like,
But...
okay.
Then you
see.
just filmed it and then just said, take the sound off.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mate, I'd be fucked in that world, you know, because like I make so much noise moving around, breathing, just
Same here.
in general.
Yeah.
I can't be sneaky.
I get a real bad cold every single year, mate. My sinuses are through the roof.
Yeah.
Sniffling all the time, coughing.
Coughing, sniffing.
Yeah, I'm like,
Blinking.
dead. Great. Lasted 35 minutes.
Yeah. How long do you think you'd last in a zombie apocalypse?
I think I'll be all right in zombie one.
Yeah.
If they're like The Walking Dead.
If they walk, yeah, I'd think I'd be fine.
Yeah. Nice and slow. You don't
Yeah.
want 28 days later, do you?
But no. Or the World War Z. World
Yeah.
War Z.
Oh, God, yeah, they're faster, aren't
Yeah. Too much cardio in that shit, mate. There's no way.
they? Oh, yeah,
no
like
way.
Usain Bolt, them.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen that bit when they're are they attacking like Israel or something like that? And they've all boxed it off and they all just start running at the
Climbing
the
on
wall.
top of each other, aren't
Of
they?
the wall, yeah.
Yeah. It's
That
actually not a bad film, that, to be fair.
It's not bad. It's not
Yeah,
bad.
it's all right, that one.
Yeah.
Let us know who it's directed, written, and who it stars.
So director-wise, we have Corin Hardy. So he's known for The Hollow
Mhm.
and this film, but other than that, he's done a few like music videos and stuff that I can see. Then we have Gary Dauberman. Now he's known for he wrote Annabelle.
Mhm.
So that's another one you mentioned was in this series, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
they're good.
Yeah, Wolves at the Door, Annabelle Creation. He did the screenplay for It, The Nun, obviously, The Nun 2, and he also did the screenplay for It Chapter 2.
Quite
And
a lot
he's-
of horrors then, aren't there?
Yeah, and then most recently he's done Salem's Lot.
Mm.
Then the other writer is James Wan. Now he's got a good back catalogue.
Really good one.
So he did the story by for the Saw,
Mm-hmm.
Saw 3, and then he did Insidious Chapter 2.
Yep, that's good.
The Conjuring 2,
Yeah.
which has a 7.3 randomly. He's also done the story by for Aquaman,
What's 7.3?
Conjuring 2.
Told you it's good.
Yeah.
Really good.
I might have to give it a watch. So he did Aquaman, Empregan, or Megan, I think it's supposed to be
Yeah,
called.
Megan.
Megan. And then the latest Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, which we are actually doing next week.
Next week. So
Yeah.
we're doing a double one.
We are, double one.
Double one.
So the film stars, so I'm probably going to ruin some of these names, as usual. God bless their souls. So we have Damien Birchra.
Mhm.
Damien Birchra as Father Burke.
Yep.
We got Tayessa Faminga as Sister Irene.
Yeah.
How would you say that, Tarissa Faminga?
And it
Never
like
said
tease.
Tayessa?
I've not got it down in front of me what it was spelt like, but
Yeah, anyway. Jonas Bloquet as Frenchie. You
He's
got
actual-
Bonnie.
he's actual Belgium.
Yeah. Well, at first, through the film, I thought he was fucking Irish. He sounds Irish more than French.
That could be literally the way he speaks generally.
Maybe.
Mm.
Because I think they try and gloss over it by saying he's French-Canadian.
French Canadian.
I'm French-Canadian, but do not tell anyone.
Makes a point of it at
Come
the
in
end.
the
Of it.
morning. He does make a point of it, definitely. Then we have Bonnie Aarons as the nun. And then we have Ingrid Bissu as Sister Olana.
Sister Ulana.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the cast summed up. Little note from the woman who plays Sister Irene is apparently the real-life sister of one of the women, the main woman from, is it The Conjuring?
Yeah, the one who plays Lorraine.
Yeah, so they're apparently real-life sisters.
Which I really liked as well, because when I first seen this, me and the missus were like going, right, she's got a look
Yeah.
of Lorraine, and she uses like the psychic ability as well. So I was thinking if this was her as a kid, but different
Right.
names.
Well, yeah.
Irene, Lorraine.
Maybe she had to change her name because she turned her back on the church.
Could be.
Bless her soul.
Because it's only like 20 years
Yeah.
difference from when you see him at the end.
Burns.
Put in your hand, yeah.
Can't hold it too long, it gets hot.
He does.
But no, it would be good if they kind of linked it in and it turns out it was.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yeah, 'cause like I say, it's all loosely on the real life events and stuff.
Right.
Like there is a generally chapel called Saint Abbey of Saint Carter. Abbey of Saint Carter.
In Romania?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
But it doesn't look like this. I think it's been destroyed.
Right, yeah, because you can kind of tell when they're kind of filming, it does look like CGI
Mm.
of the actual abbey itself.
Yeah, from the outside.
When you take the wide shots from it, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That guy who played Father Burke, though, I recognised him from a few bits, but the films he's done like Godzilla vs. Kong, Grudge.
It's the new Grudge. It's the shit one.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Machete Kills and The Hateful Eight as well. He was in them. But it's one of them faces where I recognise him, but I just can't place him.
Yeah, probably does more of like minor roles.
I think that's what it is. I think he's seen any good films recently.
Alien?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was all right.
But
I'd probably give it a 6.4 personally.
I'd reckon a 6.8. It was good, but it was ruined by the end. We obviously won't
Yeah.
tell you. It's still in
Yeah.
the cinema, but
Originally, I was looking at 7. I was thinking, yeah, this is like a good straight up 7.
yeah.
Good film. Last half hour, it's like, what the fuck are you playing with, guys? What is this about? It's literally
I know.
Slender Man walking around trying to kill them at the end. Without giving it away.
It was a bit out there, yeah. I think it would have been better if she had died, the girl who was pregnant. But
Spoilers.
speaking of the girl that was
It's
pregnant,
not out yet, you know.
No, I know it's out on the cinema. So
Spoiler
we're talking about
warnings, by the
Alien
way.
Romulus, but the woman who does give birth in it, I didn't notice, but she's out in Madame Web, the Latino girl. We were
She
calling
is.
her Isabel, but that's her actual name, Isabel.
Looks completely different in this.
Yeah, I did not know. I was just having a look through the cast list before, and I was like, hold on, I recognise that name. She was in Madame Web
Yeah.
as a young girl.
I say young, it was only last year.
Well, they made them look young, is what
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
They made them look young.
She looks more age appropriate in this.
Oh, yeah, she
than
did.
Aliens.
Yeah, she looked like an adult, and she was pregnant, so... yeah. He'd been fucked.
You made
Unless she was carrying the new Jesus.
Yes. Should we get straight into the film?
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
All right, then. It starts off with a little backstory clip from the previous Conjuring movies where the nun
Yeah.
made an appearance. We go back to the Abbey of St. Carter, Romania, 1952.
Yeah.
We see two sisters walking along a creepy-ass corridor with shit ton of crosses all the way down, leading to a door that's been locked off.
Yeah, that bit was like so.
Dun, dun,
This corridor, like you say, they've got like what is it, about 50 crucifixes
At
just
least.
all facing this one door. The floor is covered in fog, like they've left the fog machine on.
Oh, yeah, they're like a fog machine, don't they?
What was with all the fog? And then they literally walk to this door, and on the door is inscribed. You get the translation of what it says, and it says "God ends here."
Yeah.
There's no fucking way on earth I would ever be going down that corridor. What would he even go in there for? Were they just curious, or I've always wondered what's behind this door?
Well, the two nuns are literally breaking it as they're approaching it.
Yeah.
And they're like going, shit, we shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be here. It says, God enter. Crucifixes everywhere. Warning, warning. But they open up a door. The first nun steps inside with a dim-ass light from a oil lantern.
Yeah.
Walks in. Dead creepy. Looks to the left, looks to the right. Carries on walking into darkness. Literally, you can't see anything, can you? With 3 foot. That's how dark it is in there.
It's like as soon as she walks through the doorway, it's like no light whatsoever.
Then you hear her scream. The second nun is on her knees doing pray like crazy, like a possessed woman, doing Lord's Prayer. And then you just see the first nun who's gone in. She's like doing a bit of an army crawl, isn't she, for some reason? To make it a little bit more scary type thing. So a hand comes out of darkness and she drops a key or gives it to the other nun, doesn't she?
Yeah.
It says basically like, do one, I'm dead, run for your life. And she gets dragged out into the darkness of the corridor.
Why did... I'm assuming it's obviously the nun, the demon, or whatever it is from the film, in that room with her. Why did the nun just let her crawl out halfway through to give her the key?
Oh, it's toying with her. It's like...
It does like to
yoink.
toy, doesn't it? It's
You're not going anywhere. Yoink.
That nun has way too much time on her hands. I mean, all the way through the film, she could have just finished everyone off just like that. But no, she's
bored.
She likes to play with her food.
Yeah, exactly. She's bored. It's like, got a bit of entertainment here. I've been playing Monopoly on my own for the last 55 years.
Come on, you can be the dog.
Yeah, I just keep dragging her around. So the second nun grabs the key, runs to the bedroom, and as she's doing like a little bit of a prayer, you see the window, she opens up the window, puts a noose around her neck, and then the door just opens up creepily, doesn't it?
Yeah, I didn't know they had automatic doors in 1952.
I think they did. Like, bing bong.
The thing is, in that room as well, so it's like the nun's bedroom, but why does the nun have a double bed? That was one thing I noticed, right? And then
plenty of space to sleep.
No, I know, but surely a single bed would have done, because it's not like she's going to be sleeping with anyone, is it?
But then again, you know what the nuns are like.
Well, like to spread out.
Spread out with the partner.
With the partner, yeah. But then, so the crucifix on the wall decides to start turning. They need to fix that, because this isn't the only time this happens.
I know, it's like whoever pinned it up properly didn't balance it properly.
Didn't get the balance right.
Yeah, so a little bit of wind comes through and the cross just turns upside down.
Well, at this point, I'm thinking, a nun would never hang herself, because in Catholic religion, suicide's a mortal sin. You're going straight to hell.
Yep.
And I was like, no, don't do it, love. Don't do it. Why didn't she just leave?
Just run out through the front door and get off, and that's it.
Well, yeah.
And guess what? There's no spirits then for the nun, the evil demon one, to take over.
Yeah. I don't get why throw you... First of all, just leave.
Yep.
Yeah. Second of all, why throw yourself out the front window? Why not just, like, I don't know...
To get attention.
From who? It gets the attention, but all it does is cause more people to come. If your key is to get rid of people, to stop them coming to the horrible abbey or whatever the hell it's supposed to be, don't hang yourself over the front door.
They'll just jump straight out the window down the cliff, because obviously the castle itself is on a huge cliff.
Yeah. Well, just do that. Or, like we say, just fucking leave.
Just leave. It'd be easier, wouldn't it?
Just maybe that's what she wanted. Maybe the key was, well, I know it's not, but the key was for the front door.
And
it was just like, just get yourself off, like, just finish early, just head out.
Yeah, personally, I wouldn't have gone anywhere near that door in the first place.
No.
And be like, yeah, do you know, we need to like open it up. We've got to feed the lion or something, like throw some steaks down there for it to eat so it doesn't eat the nuns.
Give it a nun.
Yeah, give it a nun.
Well, the thing is, right, it's like, as soon as you went down there, like I say, you seen all them crucifixes and the fog all on the floor. I'd nope the shit out there. I'd just be like, nope. I was
thinking the same. It was like, nope. Get out there. Run for your life, guys.
Out.
And as she gets on the window ledge, starts like looking around behind her. You see in the distance, like the figure of the nun coming towards her.
Slow as hell.
Yeah, on one of them little hoverboards.
Yeah. It's like,
and the light's going. Poof, poof, poof. coming closer and closer, and just yeets herself out the window then on the noose.
She's got a set of lungs under that nun, though, hasn't she? When she manages to blow and suck quite well.
She does.
Throughout the film.
Throughout the film a lot, yeah.
I mean, like a candle that's like 60 yards away, she goes out. Later on, she blows out a full-on torch.
Oh, a full-on torch, isn't it? Is that the Indiana Jones style torch?
It was.
Like a rag around a stick.
And she just goes...
I mean, to be fair to the evil nun, right, it's quite nice of her, after the good nun yeet herself out the window to kill herself, she actually closes the doors behind, or the window behind her.
Yeah.
It's like, do us a favour, love, right? We've got guests. Keep the windows closed.
Don't want to get drafted, does she?
Yeah, we don't want the backdraft coming in.
No. And then the crucifix sets on fire.
Oh, I didn't notice that bit, actually.
Yeah, the crucifix sets on fire and all I put... Imagine being on a movie set and they're saying, right, guys, you need to pin this onto the wall, turn it upside down, and then light it on fire. I'd be like, I'm not doing that. It's clear clearly you're going to hell if you're doing that shit. Are you mad?
That's a good point.
I wouldn't want to be tempting fate. I just put other movie makers going to hell now because, well, someone on that film is definitely...
So is it the one behind the bed?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Later on in the film, the evil spirit nun has actually replaced this cross.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's back to normal.
It is.
And the right way around as well.
Yeah.
I think she's gone around and gone, right, okay, I've killed her, finished her off, change the cross, get that, make the bed, because the bed was made as well.
Yeah, the bed was made. Yeah.
Who's made the bed? There's no other nun here at this time.
The nun just goes around dusting.
But she left the rope on the end of it.
Yeah, she did, yeah.
Yeah.
So you missed a bit, nun.
Yeah. Do a better job next time. You don't get a 5-star rating.
I know.
Do you think if it was in 2024 instead of obviously 1955 or whenever it was, do you think the nun would be there on a laptop like doing, okay, this is an Airbnb, if you want to come down, guys?
Stay at a fantastic abbey in a rural location. Plenty of history.
Plenty of history. Everybody can come round. Kids are welcome as well.
Yeah.
We don't have any priests on this one.
Bring the whole family. Probably, mate.
Yeah.
Probably.
And just yeeting people out the window.
Yeah. Just... Warning, can get a bit foggy.
Yeah. Bit damp in some corners by the fog.
Damp basements.
God damn it.
But yeah, so then it's some time later.
Yep.
A guy's dropping off some supplies at an abbey. At the abbey. And then he hears some crows in the distance, harking away. Little murderer crows.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So you know something sinister's gone around.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
what do? Oh, let's go follow what them crows are making noises at.
Yeah. And then you find a nun hanging from a window.
Very briefly.
Very briefly. Because it's just a good timing that as soon as he walks up to it, the nun just drops.
Very
drops
good timing.
onto the floor.
Very good timing indeed, isn't it?
Very good timing. I think the other nun was upstairs with some garden shares. And it's like closer. Like, yeah, God. No. Drops the nun.
It's got to be.
Take that, you fucker.
It's got to be, hasn't it? Because how else would it fall?
Exactly.
The rope didn't look like it was in bad condition.
No,
It's
didn't.
been there for a while.
Yeah.
And at this point as well, the nun who's been hanging, her face is quite deteriorated, and like her eye socket's been ripped out from the crows.
Oh yeah.
Been eating a little bit of flesh, and there's a little bit of blood on the floor, isn't there?
Yes.
Which
So
to make a
on the
point of
steps.
later.
Yeah, so blood on the steps. So she must have been on a period when she jumped out. Tampon fell out on the way down, and
Got a bit.
and the rest of it just came out.
Yeah. Over the time period.
Little lady
So
blood.
she's been there 5 days then.
Is that how long it's been?
Well, it's got to be because they don't believe it after 5 days, do they?
Oh, they don't know.
No.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to throw it out there, right? Sorry to the lady listeners who are watching, but I don't believe in periods.
you don't believe in them.
No. It's impossible for something to bleed for 5 days and not die.
Oh,
I think it's an excuse.
I heard a funny joke the other day.
Yeah.
What's 6.9?
What?
A good thing ruined by a period.
Yep.
So
it cuts now, doesn't it? Back to the Vatican City, where we get introduced to Father Berg, who specialises in paranormal activity for the church.
Yeah.
He's giving travel documents along with information he needs for the task at hand, and a nice little picture of Sister Irene.
Yeah. Thing is, this meeting, right? it looked more like the meeting of like an organised, like the mob or something. Like the men there were like kind of like old and kind of. You come to me at my time of need. We need you to go to Romania and sort out this drug problem. And then they give him like a file, like now he's in the fucking FBI.
Yeah.
Here's the case file.
And suitcase full of cash.
Yeah.
Off you go. Make it a hit.
7 passports, all different names, nationalities, a silenced.
Silence, holy water pistol.
Holy water pistol. But it was kind of like that. Like they walk in and like they're the grumpiest guys in the world, and they're all there in the cardinal shirt, and they're just like, "Thank you for coming. We got the case for you."
Dude, it's 8 virgins in a room at 65 years old.
Yeah.
Of course they're going to be grumpy.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Like, God damn it.
They've all got wankers cramp. But yeah, he's telling him that a nun has committed a mortal sin and committed suicide in Romania.
She has.
Yes. And then they tell him they need to go and seek out a nun who's in London, who is familiar with the territory.
Yes, the territory.
Yeah. They tell him that he won't be able to access some of the abbey because he has a penis.
Was it?
Basically, yeah. They said you need to take a nun with you because it's, what did they call it?
Sacred, basically, isn't it?
Basically, yeah. So there's only a certain part of the abbey that nuns are allowed only. So as a father, he can go in. Do you know when they have that gate later?
Yeah.
On? That's it. What did they call it now? It's
so that's why he
cloister,
stayed.
Is it?
That's why he stayed in like the courtyard area, wasn't it?
Yeah, because he's not allowed in the main bit with the nuns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about if he dressed up like a nun and he was being hidden there by the police?
Yeah, he could do. Yeah. Like Sister Act or something. Oh no, that's the mob.
Nuns on the run.
Nuns on the run. Then yeah, that would be fine. Fine.
So that's fine then.
You can tell though, like the thing is, he gets there, he travels for miles, and when he finally gets there, first of all, they won't let him in, but worst of all, they've not provided him with any altar boys.
True. Again, boys not allowed in, are they?
I'm pretty sure that's written into their contract.
No, but that's the church, Catholic Church, not
Right.
the nunnery.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? It's like say no boys are allowed in.
Well, no
No.
penises.
Yeah, I don't know what the age situation is there.
Penis may not pass.
Penis may not pass.
Yeah.
Could be, mate. Could be.
No penises
But then
allowed.
it shoots over to London now.
Yeah.
And we meet Sister Irene, who's working at a hospice in London, teaching some kids about dinosaurs and how the Bible is God's love letter for us all, and not everything around us may be inside it.
Yeah. And then one of the little girls is questioning, saying, "Oh, Mother Superior says that the dinosaurs were put here by God to test us in our faith." And then I think she goes, "Well, that's a dirty little trick, innit? I'll go and have a word with this so-called God." She doesn't say this having a word, but she mentions about it being a dirty little trick.
All right, I was thinking.
Yeah.
I think so. Did she?
So,
Sorry, man. That's what that blank expression was about.
But we all know, really, that our alien overlords got rid of the dinosaurs so we could then rule the earth.
Yeah, let's be honest with you.
Yeah.
If dinosaurs are meant to be ruling this world, tinfoil hat moment, by the way, and it's just fairies. If dinosaurs ruled the world, supposedly, why is there no bones in the museums of certain places and not finding bones all over the place scattered? Some may say.
Are you asking seriously?
Some may say it's the great dinosaur bone thing from back in the day. You know what I'm on about, don't you?
I don't know what you're on about now.
It's like a theory. It's like a conspiracy theory that dinosaurs never really existed, and it was all like set up by the banks and different colleges and universities where they planted bones in certain areas, and that's when they dug them up and found them.
Well, it's not actually bones that they're finding though. It's the calcified bones turned into fossils. And it has to be in certain conditions for a bone to turn into a fossil. That's why they're not everywhere, because the majority of them will have just rotted away as normal.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
It's the Great Bone Rush that they're called, wasn't it?
The Great Bone Rush.
Yeah.
Didn't they have one
And
of
it was
them
only
at the local
certain
brothel,
parts of
didn't they?
America when it happened.
Don't they have that at the local brothel on a Friday? The Great Bone Rush.
The Great Bone Rush, yeah. That's the Great Bone On Rush.
Oh, that's it. That's it. I was going to say, I thought it sounded familiar.
Yeah, the Boner Rush.
But she makes a good point because she says, "Do you believe in penguins and koala bears? Because they're not in the Bible."
Mm.
And then another nun comes in and starts clearing her throat, doesn't she? I'm talking about dinosaurs. And like all the kids then are going, "Oh, you're in trouble.
You're in trouble, miss." And Irene also gives us a little bit of an info dump about that she's yet to take her vows,
Yes.
and that Father Burke has arrived to take her to Romania at the Vatican's request.
Yeah.
Couldn't get that word out then.
And she's like, why does the Vatican want with me? And they're like, I don't know. We're just delivering the orders. He's outside. Go and ask him, you dickhead.
Yeah. And then it starts off next scene.
Yeah.
Frenchie gets woken up by Burke and Irene. Damn, they got there fast.
Well, we find out when she does meet Dr. Burke that he says he was told to come and get her because of the territory. And she goes, but I've never been to Romania. What are you on about?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it starts alluding to obviously
Yes.
the abilities that she's got.
Ability. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, no, we are in Romania. Frenchie gets woken up having a bad dream. Knock at the door.
What's that, a bit of blood or something coming down some stairs?
It's something like that, yeah.
A bit like The Shining, wasn't it?
It was a bit shiny.
Yeah.
But then he starts hitting on Irene, and I like what he says. So what is it, jealous husband or angry father? Because it's usually one or the other. I don't recall banging you, love, but yeah.
Hey, how you doing? He's a womanizer, isn't he?
Yeah, and then they go, actually, I'm a father from the church, and this is Sister Irene. And he's like, oh, I will put this boner away then. Bad boy.
I mean, he does try it with her, doesn't he?
Oh, he does, yeah, but
I mean-
I would, to be fair.
Yeah, she's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Burning himself with that cross.
I know.
I know. You get introduced to each other, and Frenchie agrees to take them over to the Abbey. Now, as
Yeah.
they walk through the village, Frenchie tells them that you took a plane from Rome, a bus from Budapest, and now your friends are in dark ages in the backwoods of Romania. As they walk past the waiting truck with the engine running.
Yes. I actually laughed out loud with this bit.
It was a little bit.
So the father goes over with the bags and puts them on the back of the truck while Frenchie walks along the back end of it. And then the truck drives off, and Frenchie still stood there with his horse and cart and goes, "Where are your bags?" And he's just put them on the truck that's just drove off.
Yeah.
I love how all he does is ask to whistle, and the truck stops.
There's no chance about 300 yards away that truck heard him whistle.
No.
And it was like an instant, as soon as the whistle, it was like,
I mean, does the truck drivers in Romania just stop for any whistle?
no, mate,
If
that's
you're ever
try
in Romania and you see a truck driver go past, just give it a quick whistle and just see if it stops for you.
Yeah, let us know and contact us.
Yeah, let us know in the comments or email us on sixandbelowpodcast@gmail.com.
Frenchie takes them to the Abbey by horse and cart. And as they're going through the woods into the mountains, you can tell this Abbey is in the middle of nowhere, really, isn't it? It's like a day or two hike, isn't it, to get there?
Yeah, well, it's weird because he says that it's not that far away and the town kind of support him by delivering supplies. That's what he was doing that day he found the nun. But then it's freaking miles away.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking in the back ass end of nowhere.
Yeah, but the way they talk about it, especially the villages and stuff.
You'd think it
And
was like down
French,
the
yeah.
road, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd literally like, oh, see that castle in the distance? Yeah, that's the Abbey for the French. French for the nuns.
For the nuns, yeah.
Yeah.
The French nuns.
The French nuns. I'll just go with that, yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I know, right? May as well. He's more French than fucking French he was.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
But then we find out that Frenchie is actually French-Canadian, but he sounds more Irish.
Does.
And then the Father Burke's doing his little crossword puzzle.
Mm.
Then they talk about how she's only taken her temporary vows. And the temporary vows are a test to make sure that she doesn't go and sit on a penis in the meantime.
Or burn.
Or burn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Did you notice when they actually arrived at the Abbey? Like a couple of babies were in baskets outside.
no.
Yeah. There's 2 or 3 babies in baskets. Seems to be the common thing in a lot of films, doesn't
Was
it?
one of them called Chad and Alex?
Yeah, Chad, Alex, and
Daisy.
Daisy. Because when he knocked on first, he went, oui, 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 oui.
Oui, oui, oui.
Oui, oui, au revoir.
Hello.
So you know it's a
Bonjour.
French Abbey.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. But what is it, right? With, again, all crosses. As soon as they pull out, the horse doesn't want to go any closer. So they've got to get out, hike the last 10 minutes, and literally it stops right by a creepy-ass graveyard
Oh, yeah.
with fog rolling all around them again.
What's with the horse just stopping, though? It's like, oh, the horse knows this is evil ground and it won't go any further.
Because it's intelligent.
At least fucking try. The horse just stops and he doesn't or anything or try and slap its heart. It just stops and he goes, all right then, horse won't go any further. What? What do you mean? At least try.
Well, to be fair, it looked like there was a bloody there was a hitching post there anyway, conveniently.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna stop here now. She can tie me up. I'm not going any further.
This is as far as I go. My riding hours are up. I'll stop here for the night.
Yeah, I'll stop here for the night, mate. I'm not going over there. I don't want to get possessed. Be Ghost Rider's new ride.
But then we learn that Father Burke is a miracle hunter.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's there to see if the grounds are still holy. I didn't see many holes, did you?
No, I've seen a lot of crosses though, like you say.
Yeah, there was. So yeah, like you say, that graveyard when they walk in and there's just like cross central.
Hundreds.
Who makes all? Do you think the nuns have to make them crosses?
No, I think the carpenters are raking it in. I reckon it's a scam.
It's literally just two pieces of wood together.
But he sat there. The thing what you didn't see, right, just off the camera shot where the horse was, there's like a little makeshift market stall. He sat there like, crucifix, get your crucifix. Got 2 plank woods there. One pallet, I got delivered the other day. Here's your cross. $2, please.
Or $5 per letter if you want your name on it. Gee. Well,
Make your fortune, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, T-shirts and everything.
I survived the nun. Get your T-shirts. Get your T-shirts. Well, then as they're walking past the abbey, they notice a big hole in the roof from the wars and the bombing raids. And then, like you say, there's a fuckload of graves. And then apparently we get a little bit of an expo dump-ish from Frenchie where he says that any of the locals from the town he's just been to, if the abbey is mentioned, they spit on the ground. And then he says he's never seen a nun in the 2 years he's been delivering supplies there until he found one hanging outside the front door.
Who's been emptying the stores?
Exactly. And then he says that he's moved the body to the ice house.
As you do.
As you do.
As you do.
So as they enter the ice house, the body has been moved.
It has.
Because he left it bent over in doggy style from when he had finished fucking it, and now it's sat up.
You know what them French are like, mate?
I know.
Necrophiliacs all around.
Definitely.
Like a protest, don't they?
It's like, oh, it's been in the sun, it's still warm.
Yeah. Let's get it chilled for later.
So he's like, that's not how I left it, Father. I left it in the missionary position. With his legs spread.
Just imagine that. He's like, he's picking up, goes, what's all this here, Frenchie? Yeah, it's mayonnaise. It's like, we delivered to mayonnaise. It's just spilled out the bottle everywhere.
I just had the mayonnaise on me as I carried it, yeah.
I've got a lot more Italian.
I don't know.
Hey,
I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm sitting here.
Hey, I'm fucking here. But yeah, so she sat there looking like Megan Fox on a Friday night.
Yeah, it was. There's a lot of frost on her, wasn't there?
There was.
I'm going to say frost instead of something else.
Yeah. So she was very frosty.
Yeah, because we don't know what Frenchie was really doing, behind the scenes. At this point, when his Father Burke's like leaning over towards the nun to get the key out of his hand, did you think the corpse was going to start attacking him?
Yes.
I got that impression as well. I
was waiting for it to just like her eyes to just open or something, or
jump in, start biting him or something. But no, that doesn't happen.
It does not. It does not.
And we get a door as well, don't we? Which is inside, like the freezer area.
Yeah. So he says, I think that's where the nuns come out and get their supplies. Although he's never seen a nun, so how does he know? But he assumes that's where they come because for some reason the nuns don't like to ever come out of the abbey. Apparently. So they decide to give a little hanging nun a proper burial.
In no time.
How
did they dig that grave that quick?
And they made Frenchie do it.
And they didn't get dirty either.
No,
the clothes are all brand new.
And then we get a little bit of an expo dump because there's bells on the graves, and the father says, "Oh, it's from the plague when people were worried about being buried alive. They'd have a little bell with a string going down into the coffin. So if they woke up in there, they could ding 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 ding."
That's a real life thing, that as well.
Oh yeah.
That's scary to think like actually used to happen.
Yeah,
people used to get buried that often alive. They go, "What a really good idea." What little bell there for him?
Yeah, no, apparently it was quite common that sometimes they would go back to exhume a body and see that like there was claw marks on there because he must have woken up and then died.
But how would they figure it out though? How would they know? Because like you say, they've technically buried it 6 feet in dirt and then they've dug it up just to think, oh, I wonder if they were alive still. And then seeing the claw marks.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Unless, like, I don't know, unless, like, say a husband and wife wanted to be buried together, so they redig to put the coffin on top or something, and
like, ooh,
yeah.
mistake here, guys. Bit of a mistake, guys. Sorry about that.
This one was still alive.
Oops.
Whoopsie.
It's true, wasn't it? It's like,
Which would you rather happen, right? Would you rather be buried alive, right? Or would you rather wake up as you're going into the furnace to be cremated?
you're underneath that much drugs, you can only like feel the pain and look around, but you can't actually move your arms or shout.
Because you've been pumped through formaldehyde or something, or
Yeah.
whatever they put in you. Which would you rather? Would you rather have the long, agonising, slow, painful death of being buried alive, or would you rather just burn to death?
You're saying that burn to death is it quickly?
Yeah.
The long, agonising pain of buried alive. You're not really in a lot of pain, are you? Well, you will be as eventually when you're starving, but...
Yeah, well, don't they say like being burnt to death or drowning are like the worst deaths?
Because when you actually get burnt alive, same for drowning as well, you actually die of suffocation, don't you? So you die because the oxygen's getting sucked in by the flames and you can't breathe.
Well, yeah.
At the same time.
Plus with the... I'd rather drown than be burnt to death.
I'd rather none.
I'd rather neither, yeah, but if I had to choose...
I'll stay away from the water.
What, you'd go burn? Well, I'd say start burning me to death and then drown me. Put the fire out.
Yeah. Let's do all three.
Let's do all three at the same time.
Do all three, why not?
Let me burn me, drown me.
I mean, like you say, you could stay alive for a good few days as well in a coffin.
Yeah, I reckon I've got at least a week's supply. Food ain't gonna be an issue for me. It's gonna be water.
Yeah, water, wouldn't it?
And possibly oxygen.
Drink your piss.
Yeah.
But you haven't got a lot of room, have you? It's like, no, cup it in your hand and get it up to your face.
Pointing towards you and just just hope some of it goes in your mouth.
I'm going to skip over that. I'm going to skip over that bit now. I'm not going too deep into that little situation.
All right, then, fine.
Of aiming stuff towards your face.
It's getting there. It's all our conversations, they end dirty, don't they?
Always with you, mate.
Always, mate.
So they go to the location now where the nun was actually found and the rope is still hanging from the bedroom. And the window's been closed. There's blood on the steps, which is still fresh after multiple weeks.
Yeah.
And Burke lets himself inside the abbey and just explores the place.
So they enter there and there's all the candles are lit in there. And it's like, who's going around lighting all the candles?
Well, you see her in a minute, don't you?
Well...
Because the room, without giving anything away, the room is like, what do you say, like tombs?
Like a crypt or something, isn't
it?
Like,
it looks literally like a crypt.
Like, yeah, dead, like you say, tombs all over the place and it's creepy as fuck.
Yeah,
Someone
this
needs
is
to
like
clean
the entrance
windows
hall.
For a bit more lighting.
Yeah. It's like the entrance hall into the place.
Yeah.
It's very dimly lit. And as they're walking around on one of the chairs, there's an even creepier woman with a black veil over her face going, "Hello, what are you doing there?"
They all walk past her and she's just chilling in the chair, just not moving with a big ass veil over her. And like Irene turns around and goes, "Oh shit, I didn't see you there, love." Like, what are you doing there? I'd be like, first thing I'd be is like, look, love, stop being so fucking creepy. Lift your veil up, let me see your face. Why are you being weird? Yes. What's happened here? Who's lit all these candles? Did you know there's a hanging nun outside your fucking house, you idiot?
Outside your door?
Yeah, and there's blood on the step again. What the hell is going on in this place? I want answers now. Yeah. Instead, she just goes, "You shouldn't have come.
Come in the morning, you will. Seek answers, you will." Like, is this bitch trained up by Yoda?
Yeah.
But she actually reminds me of, do you remember Macbeth? The old hags. They talked exactly the same.
Well, yeah. And then he goes, "Oh, we're here about the recent death." And she goes, "Recent death?
What death?"
Yeah, the fucking nun that's been hanging from your fucking window for like 3 weeks.
But the thing that's crazy about this section, right? She acts all confused, goes, "What death? What are you on about?" And then goes, "Why did you bury the nun?"
Yeah.
If you didn't know about the death, how did you know I fucking buried her?
Exactly.
Hey, what's going on here? Witchcraft.
Witchcraft, mate.
Nuncraft.
So the father, Numcraft, the father basically tells Frenchie, you should maybe leave a sec while we have a chat with this old crone. So he's like, yeah, you don't have to tell me fucking twice. And then they're told that they need to come back tomorrow to find the answers they seek and tells them to stay in the lodgings. Again, I'd be like, listen, love, I've come a long way. Stop being fucking creepy. Stop being so goddamn creepy.
Or, even better, instead of staying in the little guest house,
Yeah.
I'd be like, Frenchie, bring us back in the morning, mate.
Yeah.
I ain't staying the night there.
I ain't staying nowhere near that woman.
No chance.
I'd be like, how long have you been sitting there? Shouldn't you be in that bit there with all the other women? What are you
It
doing?
gets locked off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So they can't enter the actual main abbey itself because they're locked off with like
Yeah.
an old what do you call it? It's a bit like the old medieval castles. It's not like the drawbridge, but the gate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just like a gatehouse thing, and it drops down on chains.
Yeah. What are they called, them? There's a particular name for them in there. I can't think off the top of my head what it is. But yeah, so that closes, and they're like, oh, yeah, you'll have to come back in the morning. Too late. Snooze, you lose. You're a bit late to the party, like.
So nuns are doing a vow of silence now, don't they, throughout the night?
Apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah, it's called sleeping.
I mean, don't you wish that women in your life would have a vow of silence at night time?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes,
That's
yeah.
what I come home from work, relax, and that's it.
Yeah, fucking hell. I'm going to go home tonight like that. Shush, woman! Shush! Ah, fucking hell. Every time.
Hurt his hand again.
So, did you get to go to the lodgings?
Yep.
And it's a shithole.
Yep.
And they say to Frenchie, do you know what, mate? Getting late. Do you want to get out of here? Like, because I don't trust you. I don't want to leave you alone with Irene. She's not took her vows yet, so you can still penetrate her if you want. And I'm
Still
not
go
gonna
for
let
it,
it happen
guy.
in my watch.
That's it.
So. But then Frenchie's like, yeah, no worries, I'm out of here. And it's like, it's dark out. I'd be like, which would you rather do? Stay there with them two? Maybe try and get a finger bang out of Irene before she takes her vows?
Yeah.
Or she seals herself up for good, like? Or would you decide to go walking through them woods at night on your own?
I don't know. It's double-edged sword, isn't it? Let's be honest with you for what happens.
Really
but personally, not knowing anything that would happen in or anything, I'd probably try and stay. Because I'd be like, did you not see the graveyard on the way in here? How creepy it was? And it's like now, midnight, wolves are howling outside, full moon.
There's nuns just walking around with nooses,
Because that is what happens. As he's walking through the graveyard, he sees a shadowy figure in the distance, like walk around. He's like, what's that over there with a little lantern? Walks a bit closer. Then she literally walks 2 feet in front of him with like a noose dragging it behind. It's like, oh, must be a casual thing around here.
Why the fuck would you follow her?
I don't know.
There's too much following in this film for my liking.
Way too much.
Way too much.
As we talk about it throughout the whole film, way too much following. I'll be like, nope.
No.
I'm off.
You're going that way, are you? Good, because I'm going this way. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
I don't want to involve. I don't know what you're doing that noose, love, but count me out. I'm done.
Count me out. But as you say, he starts following around and he's looking left and right. The camera just pans around, doesn't it?
Yeah, spinning
nice
round.
and slow, comes round. And then out of nowhere, some legs just appear from the tree. And she's hung herself right next to him.
Yeah.
Could have picked any tree in the fucking graveyard. She had someone like nearly twatted him in the head as she fell.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, what's going on there, love?
It's like, Jesus Christ. But then
the rope snaps.
The rope snaps again, yeah. So, snaps down.
They got shit rope, haven't they?
They have.
So he got a carrying weight of 10 stone. Like, lands on him, and she's a bit of a zombie now, isn't she?
Yeah.
Trying to eat his face.
Yeah.
So he fights her,
Trying to get
throws
into
her
his
over to the
pants.
side, gets up, runs off, and as he looks behind her, she's just stood there.
Staring.
And then for some reason, he looks to the left, looks to the right, and then she's gone.
Yeah, it is a bit daft that, like, with the because he's trying to kind of give his angle.
Yeah.
But rather than like with me, it'd be more like a frantic fucking camera looking all around. It goes, yeah, left, right.
I wouldn't take my eyes off her.
I wouldn't, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
I would just be staring at it, backing off, just like that. You stay there, I'm watching you, you.
Exactly.
But then I do like, then he grabs one of the crucifixes out the ground like that, and it's like a sword, and just like, fucking hell, have you, fucking bastards.
No, do you know what I missed as well?
What?
When the nun walked past, what she said.
What did she say? Hey, I'm walking here. Hey, I'm walking here. Hey, I'm hanging here.
But then he gets off and basically just makes it to the bar, doesn't he?
Yeah, and then we get back to the lodgings and they sit down for some dinner. And she tells him about a series of visions from when she was little.
Yeah.
She was touched by God.
Quickly.
Go on.
That nun that we're seeing
Yeah.
in the graveyard chasing Frencher, you think that's the same nun they buried?
I think so.
I
don't think they buried her deep enough.
don't think they did. I don't think they used a coffin. I think just like not even 6 feet. It's probably like 3 feet of fucking dirt, if that. Look it over.
Yeah.
So where did they get the coffin from?
That's a good shot.
Let's go and build one. Again, is that
Maybe-
carpenter by the horse?
I was going to say maybe that vendor was selling them.
Yeah.
Get your coffins and your crucifixes.
Get them here. Get them
Yeah,
here, guys.
Come on, guys. Charge it to the church.
Charge to church. Put in your credit card.
That's a good point. So do you think they just like dug a hole? 1, 2, 3, in the hole. Fucking. Save
It's
few
literally
words.
like a nose is sticking out the top of the dirt. It's like, can't get it down, just stamping on a face.
One of the hands still out.
Just stamping on it to get it deeper.
Get him.
Get this soil bloody put down.
Oh, Jesus. Maybe that's why she was so pissed off.
Yeah, it probably is.
And obviously, Frenchie decimated her corpse and shit. And she
That's why she went after him.
she come back for more. She's like,
Yeah.
let me suck your dick. Come on. Give me a kiss, love. Oh, that's what it is. We figured it out. We figured it out.
We cracked the code.
So we learned that she, growing up, she had a series of visions and she knows one of the cardinals that sent him here.
Yep.
That gave him the mission, the file. And then she said she'd have a dream and she'd have visions, and then she'd always have one thing stuck in her head when she woke up, and it was Mary points the way. You remember that? Mary
Remember.
points the way. God bless you.
And then Burke tells Irene during the war that he was stationed in France to perform an exorcism on a young boy. As legends have it, you should never leave a priest, especially a Catholic priest, and a young boy alone together.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Because they're very kind to tie him up in a barn for him, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. It's like, here you go, mate. I got him straight off P. Diddy.
Came through one of the tunnels.
Okay, from one of the tunnels. The baby oil's over there for you. You join into the freak-off parties.
They have him tied up like that, yeah, in the barn, and it's like, oh, we need to make a sacrifice to the Catholic Church while the war's going on. Father, we left you a present in the barn, so we have. So I don't know why I'm Irish now. So he goes in there, and there's this boy, and he's like, oh. The legend has that the boy died of an impacted rectum.
He did, yeah.
And it's like, he wonders why he was so eager to be alone with the young boy.
Yeah, because he did actually die from sustaining injuries.
Yeah.
They didn't mention what injuries there were, but I think you could put 2 and 2 together.
Well, the way he walks later on, you can tell.
Yeah.
It's like, unfortunately, I couldn't save him. Well, there was no one else there.
It wasn't.
He's just like in the barn, just like, oh, we left you a present.
Just crack on, Father.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Look, God, we're going to hell after this one.
We just go off the reputations, what they give.
We are.
Right.
We didn't fuck the children. We just report on it.
We just report on it, guys.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Don't let the uniform.
The Vatican are coming after us now, mate. Dressed as priests, fucking ripping the shit out of Catholics. Oh, Catholic priests anyway. Catholics in general and everyone in religion are all perfectly fine. There's no issues whatsoever. However, there's a bit of reputation from back in the day of a certain type of group.
Yes. And Vatican cover-ups. Payoffs. Michael Jackson style.
Yeah, a lot of that, wasn't there?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not here to get into...
I hear when they finally raided Neverland, the Neverland Ranch, they found a load of priest outfits.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Jackson for you, mate. He had a bloody pet chimp at one point. So
Priest Jackson.
I won't put anything past him.
God bless you, child. Anyway, allegedly. So later that night, radio comes on in kitchen, waking the father up because somehow this place has electricity.
This is one thing I was about to say to you.
Yeah, go on.
So, instead of putting lights anywhere in the whole of the abbey or the guest house, this whole fucking castle, they go, electrician comes around and goes, yeah, mate, where do you want me? Do you want me to do the lights on it around here? I'm like, nah. All right, where do you want me then, love? Just in a guest house, there's a little radio. You can just put that up to the generator for me.
Just
Don't you want lights or anything, love? No, just that radio, please.
Just the one radio.
Just the one radio in the whole castle.
Literally all the
It's like that with his little step ladders, like do. There you go, love. See you in a bit. Here's some candle oil for you.
Yeah. It's all they could afford, mate. Just that one plug.
Why?
I don't know.
Why is it just a one electric radio in the whole castle? It doesn't make sense.
It
They've got no
doesn't.
lights or anything. They're going around with fucking lanterns for the whole film.
Yeah,
like-
candles everywhere.
Do you know
and-
one thing that would make this corridor a lot less creepy with all the crucifixes down? Some fucking lights.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't want these like little farty lights. I want proper LED bright lights all the way through.
Yeah. Fucking full-on day-glow neon lights.
Yeah. So if any vampires come out that fucking door, mate, they're getting seen straight away.
Yeah.
No, Blade sat there with his little UV light.
UV light at the end. Because that's it as well. They could have got a neon sign up saying, "Do not enter. God does not."
Yeah.
God ends here and all this shit, and having arrows pointing like ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, just blinking.
Like Las Vegas church.
Oh no, sorry, you're wrong, mate. You're wrong because they did as well as hooking up the radio, they hooked up the fog machine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
radio and fog machine, they're the only things that they have electricity for in this place.
I think the fog machine uses that much power, it just tripped the switch for the... for the lights. And then, because you know what old people are like, because all the nuns are all dead old, and like, shit, how do I get these lights working again? Fuck it, was use a lantern.
Probably like,
Instead of flicking the switch.
where the fuck in this place is the electricity box?
Yeah,
Where's
is
the
it?
fuse box in this fucking giant castle? I mean, that's all it is, no one can find it.
Yeah, I think it is,
Maybe.
mate.
Maybe the fuse box is inside that room they can't enter.
Yeah.
And that's what they were going to do that day. They were like,
Oh.
I'm finally sick of not having lights. I'm going through that door. You can't go through that door. It says God ends here. No. I'm going. Hold me there.
I mean, these could be technically a bit like Amish, where they don't believe in electricity because it's like from the devil.
Maybe.
So maybe that's when it said God ends here because the fuse box is there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Could well be.
And they didn't trip the switch for the radio, and that's why it's still working, because they didn't know. Because nobody uses a guest room.
No, they don't. Oh, okay.
We solved it.
Couple of options there, guys. Tell us what you think in the comments.
Yeah. Let us know. ARB, straight away.
Huh?
But luckily, Father Bert is the only one who's switched on, and he's actually brought himself a proper flashlight.
Yeah.
Everyone else is running around with like little lanterns.
Yeah, so he's brought a flashlight, and then this radio is light sensitive because as soon as he shines the light on it, it goes off.
It does.
Yeah. So, all right. And then he checks into Irene's bedroom, and you just quickly see Frenchie get out of the bed and hide underneath the bed.
Shit.
Shit, fucking hell.
Tend to be asleep.
No. So Irene's still in a bed asleep, on her own, I might add. And then he sees a young boy and thinks, oh, the nuns provided me with the boy I requested. Yes! And then he goes chasing it around the fucking castle.
Literally chasing him.
It does.
And he actually runs through the nun's laundrette.
Yeah. What with all them bed sheets?
There was far too many bed sheets for the amount of nuns that were there. I think he'd like piss in the bed every single night. Oh, saying that, with what's walking around at night time, I'd be shitting in the bed every night as well.
Oh, yeah, I probably would, yeah. Every night a nun comes in. It happened again. I got visited by the nun. Jesus. But so he goes chasing his little altar boy that he was promised, and he gets tapped on the shoulder, turns round, there's no one there. So then he looks over in the courtyard, and the boy's there, waiting, staring. And as soon as he looks at him, he runs off. And I'm like, don't follow him. Just leave it. I know you're yearning. I know it's been a long journey. It's been a few days, and I know you want your fix. But don't follow the young boy. Don't follow him. So what does he do?
He follows
him.
It is a bit creepy, isn't it? No one, like, when he's looking around, you just hear like a little tap on the shoulder. He goes,
Yeah.
Father.
My ass hurts, Father. Come chase me.
And then
if you
he
catch me,
chases
I'm
him
yours.
until he comes behind like a gravestone.
Yeah.
Was it this bit that made you jump a bit?
No, not this bit, no.
Which bit?
It's late.
Is it coming up?
It's coming up in a
Oh,
bit.
yeah, let me know then.
I will do.
And it turns out it's actual Daniel from France.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, I've already had you. Fuck that.
It turns out as well, the evil spirit of the nun, she's a nosy bitch, isn't she?
Yeah.
Because she likes to try and listen in on other conversations, and that's why she knows that Daniel was previously possessed and Burke was guilty for bumming him. And that's why Daniel came back in that form.
Burke was guilty of bumming him.
Yeah.
Impacted rectum. But yeah, so a snake comes out the boy's mouth and starts heading towards the father. The father shits his pants and falls backwards into an open grave.
Open grave.
Yeah.
And then straight away gets buried in it.
Yeah.
He
Nice of
starts
them to give
ringing
him
a
a
bell,
bell,
doesn't
though.
it?
It was nice of them to give him a bell.
That's it, yeah. It was actually.
So now it's Irene's turn.
Yep.
Yeah. So Irene gets woken up. For some reason, decides to go outside.
Oh, you forgot to mention as well, Daniel,
Yeah.
how we actually got there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he travelled on the same plane as Samuel Jackson.
Oh. Snakes on a motherfucking plane.
That's where the snake came from, luggage department.
Ah.
Yeah.
I think he just crawled inside his throat so he could regurgitate it later on.
Yeah, little party trick.
He's constantly trying to stick that snake down his throat, though, isn't he?
Yeah, well, it's a little bit like that other passenger we're seeing on Snakes on the Plane. It's one of them, the snake comes out the mouth.
Oh, the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where, I've seen that somewhere before.
The copying.
Yeah, the copying, mate. Irene now wakes up and starts to explore a place with a very, 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 very dim oil lantern.
Yeah.
I mean, why don't she turn it up a little bit?
No. Why did she leave?
I don't know. It's lucky she did, though, isn't
Well,
it?
no, it is lucky she did for the father, but there was no way, like, I would wake up in the middle of the night in a place like that and go, time to go do some exploring.
That is why later on she's locked in a room.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, stop being nosy, exploring the place, right, when everyone's asleep.
Stop fucking wandering around.
Yeah, and she finds herself in a small chapel with, like...
A bunch of nuns praying.
A bunch of nuns, yeah.
And then she sees that creepy shadow, doesn't she?
I like this bit. It comes up from top right. And
Yeah.
You see it going across, walking nice and slowly. And then it comes down the side wall next to her. And then she turns around, you see it in the wall, and then it's like a huge mirror.
Yeah.
So she walks into the mirror, and it's like stood behind her. So she turns around, and the figure's disappeared. All the nuns have disappeared.
Candles are out.
Candles are all out, and then it reappears behind her, grabbing her shoulder and lets out like a roar, knocking over the Christ statue, and then all the nuns and everyone are gone. So Irene shits herself, so that's another bed sheet for the laundry.
I would shit myself there if that was me.
And she runs off to a graveyard.
Yeah, and then somehow hears the bell.
So if you've just been scared by a ghost, I'd be running back to the bedroom.
Yeah.
Locking myself in or doing something to like keep myself safe. Don't run into a graveyard which is full of fog.
Yes.
In the middle of the
left
night.
the fucking fog machine on again.
It's got to be cold there, hasn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Running around barefooted.
Oh, yeah.
With a
Was
little
she
blouse
barefoot,
on.
was she?
Yeah, barefooted, little blouse.
Well, yeah, no, she hears this bell, and then as she gets a bit closer, multiple bells start ringing.
Mm.
And she's like, oh, I don't know which bell it's going to be. Oh. But then she manages to just like take a minute, focus, and then she somehow finds the bell that he's
Spider
ringing.
senses.
Yeah. But luckily, there's a shovel nearby.
Luckily, yeah.
Luckily.
It's the one you used from burying the other one.
Yeah. And then we see Father Burke in his little casket.
Yep.
And for some reason, he's now got a lighter on him.
Oh, yeah. He picked up a lighter from somewhere, didn't he?
Yeah. And then, so he's got a lighter on him and he's looking round and he can hear Irene outside and he's going, I'm in here, come on. But I thought it was quite good because above ground, it's not a recently dug grave. There's grass and everything on top.
Yeah.
It's like, he could have been there for years.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't the gravestone as well also have his name on it? Here,
It
like
did.
Father Burke.
Yeah. Nice little touch.
It is a nice little
Not
touch.
me. The nun personalised the grave for him.
I know, so nice, especially at $5 a letter.
Yeah, that's it.
And stone as well. He
Stone,
didn't get a wooden one.
It's probably $8 a letter then, isn't it?
Probably,
A
yeah.
little bit more for that. But as she's digging, you can hear the soil moving.
Yeah.
And then there's something else moving as well, isn't there?
Yeah, something underneath him.
Yeah,
randomly.
or next to him.
Or next to him.
And out of nowhere, a pair of hands come from behind, reach his face, start grabbing him, and then a face appear next to him as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. It is random, that. And then I was thinking, though, when she's shoveling down, I'm like, she needs to be careful, a spade don't go through there. Because then she hits the coffin and she starts banging. And then I was like, shitting hell, don't do that. And then the shovel comes through and just stops right from his fucking nose there. That was lucky. That was lucky.
Especially when it's been grabbed by something in there as well.
I know.
So he's shitting his pants, climbs out the grave, turns around, and there's a skeleton in there already, but it's holding books with like serpent eyes.
That was lucky though, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I think that's why it all happened, wasn't it? To lead them.
Why would it want to lead them to these books though?
You find out, don't you?
Well, yeah, but I don't get why they would have wanted them to go anywhere near that information.
Oh yeah, you would have kept it away if you try and be evil anyway.
But
I think it might be something good in there, which is trying to help them.
To be honest, though, he's lucky that the coffin didn't collapse in on himself.
Oh yeah, that as well.
Yeah, because that's quite common, I think.
Is it?
The amount of earth that they put on top, you could easily be crushed to death.
Right. Yeah, it's like 6
oxygen.
foot, isn't it?
Yeah. And then she says to him, how the hell did you get in there? What the fuck's happened? And he's like, I just fancied a game of hide and seek, didn't I?
Oh, yeah. He didn't tell her about the little victim.
No.
No, I mean,
He didn't tell him about the snakes or the following the young altar boy, No. Or any of that,
It's like, oh, Father, how did you get here? Well, it's a little bit of a tricky situation, really.
What would make you get up in the middle of the night and run to the graveyard? What on earth in this world could have made you done that? Was it? It wasn't a young boy, was it? It's like, no. Who have you been talking to?
Not me. Definitely not.
Definitely would not be a young boy.
Not
Definitely
with us.
not. So, but then the next day they head back to the abbey and there's more blood on the steps because another one of the nuns has come on.
Yeah, it's fresh blood as well.
Fresh blood.
It must be like the hanging point.
Yeah, it must be.
You know what I mean? It's that time of month again. We haven't got any sheep wool or anything like that, so just dangle your bits out, give it a shake.
So then, this is where I put as well, because when they walk in, the bells are ringing and the candles are all lit, and I'm like, right, who the fuck's ringing the bells now?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Who's lighting all the candles? And the gate opens and Irene heads in alone, and he's like, you know what, go on, love. I'll wait here because I can't come in there because obviously my penis.
See, it's lucky you made that point, you see, because on my notes I put, Burke thinks it's a good idea to fucking split up.
Yeah.
It's like, no. Not after everything's just been happening.
I know.
You know what I mean? We stay together, love.
I would want questions, but yeah, it definitely can't go through there. So she enters the... she goes looking for the other nuns who decided they want to now play hide and seek as well. Because she spots one of them in the courtyard up ahead and she's like, oh, sister! And they just run off.
Yeah, here we go. Get away.
Okay, now.
Burke's reading through the books that they just found in the grave.
Why is he reading out loud to himself?
Oh, it's one of them little cliches that do in films.
Yeah.
No, when they need to give the audience a bit of backstory or any information, they're either using a voice recorder or reading.
Yeah,
so
out
they
loud.
give us the info. Yeah.
But just before that, she enters the chapel and sees a load of nuns praying at the altar.
Oh, yeah, this bit. She just walks over to the nun, trying to interrupt her.
Yeah.
Whilst they're praying, another nun stops and explains they must not stop but keep praying because they've got to keep the evil at bay.
Yes.
And at this point, we get introduced to Sister Wanda.
Yes.
But every single opportunity she gets, she tries to interrupt the nuns praying.
Oh, no, she's dead against it.
Yeah, every single time. Like, hey, what are you doing over there?
She doesn't like to be ignored, does she?
No. It's like they're praying frantically. She's going,
Stop praying now.
Hello.
What are they even praying about? Because to me, the older they're going. I
think it's Latin it's saying.
Are they?
I think so.
What do you think they're actually praying for? Dear Jesus, I'd like that new convertible I've seen in the BMW magazine, and I wouldn't mind a Tesla as well at some point if you wouldn't mind, and
keep the evil at bay.
And by the way, can you get rid of these evil spirits while you're at it? But
I think that's the main thing, but yeah.
But then we cut to the Black Bear pub and catch up with Frenchie.
Ah, yeah, 'cause this is the point now where we get a bit of information that one of the villagers' daughters have died.
Yeah.
And the reason why she hung herself was she lost a game of Fortnite whilst playing against the nun.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, fucking nun, I can't beat her.
You can't.
Can't beat her.
There's
So
no
let's
way.
join her.
There's no way. You need to. If you get beat by a nun on a video game, it's etiquette to just go and hang yourself.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
No, we don't
so-
recommend doing that, by the way.
We don't recommend playing a nun Fortnite.
No. Oh,
Just in
that.
case you do lose. Just in case you do lose.
Oh, that.
Or hanging yourself, yeah. Please don't hang yourself.
The bartender
We
tells...
need all the listeners we can. Don't go doing that.
Yeah, don't do anything like that. Seek help.
Don't be silly. Seek help, guys.
Okay, back to the film. bartender tells Frenchie that the priest and nun are now be dead in the morning.
Yeah.
And then spits it on his own floor.
Sorry, mate. That's...
I've got to fucking clean that now.
Well, then he spots a... I love, though, how he sat at the bar and he's still got the crucifix next to him that he nicked.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's like 6-foot crucifix.
Yeah.
Not a small thing.
No.
And also we get a little bit of information about mirrors.
Yes.
So they're covering up the mirror, and supposedly it helps the ghost to go into the next realm.
Yes, because if
Be
he sees
free.
himself in the mirror, it'll stay or something.
Yeah.
It'll stay in the living realm, yeah.
So there's quite a few mirrors throughout this, if you notice.
Yeah, because it was that mirror where Irene seen the gaggle of ghosts, didn't she? When she after she seen that shadow.
Yeah, and at the very end as well.
Yeah, yeah, and then he starts eyeing up the shotgun over the bar.
Yeah.
Aye, and then the gate closes on the father. We cut back to the father. The gate closes, and he's now alone. And
Has he been reading books for 16 hours or something? Because it's now night time.
I think so. He's a slow reader because he's only on page 3, and he's been reading out loud. I think he's just been looking at the pictures.
Yeah, but on some of the pictures while he's reading, he comes across a powerful demon by the name of Valak, who is a powerful demon that spits snakes out from time to time. So, starting to get a little bit of a clue now to who the nun is. Irene is speaking with Sister Owana, but she keeps explaining that the key on the other nun keeps opening the door whilst trying to... What the hell have I written here? I was reading and I was like, what the hell have I written?
I thought Irene is chatting over a brew about how the nun killed themselves. The nun that killed himself was the most devoted nun out of all of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have a bit of a flashback and we learn that the whole abbey was built by a duke in the Dark Ages who wanted to call upon the evil spirits of hell. Who the fuck wants to call up evil spirits from hell?
Yeah.
Who?
And during this like little time he's doing his little crucifixes and stuff like that, well, pentagrams on the floor.
Yeah.
The castle was raided by Knights Templar who closed the gateway using the jizz of Christ. The church then taking ownership of the castle by buying it for a cheap price from the Duke.
Yeah. It was all a realty scam.
That's it. And ever since that day, the women of the church have been praying to keep the evil spirits at bay, whilst the men went on a crusade, pillaging villages and claiming parts of the Middle East of their own.
Yes. and then everything was fine and dandy until World War II kicked off. A couple of bombs were dropped on top of the abbey, which opened the portal up again.
Yeah.
That's the evil.
It looks like a giant stone vagina.
It does.
Where it just opens
up and out comes steam. But just going back to this Duke guy, right? Who in their right mind reads anything about hell and thinks, I reckon it'd be quite fun to get one of these demons up here because that's going to end well.
Well, Hollywood.
Yeah.
They do it.
I'm going to summon the demons from hell. Why? Why would you do that? If you believe that hell exists, summon a fucking angel. You'd probably get better.
Yes.
Yeah, why don't you summon... No, you never hear of anyone saying, I'm going to summon an angel from heaven to do my bidding. It's
True.
always, I'm going to summon something from hell. Why? All it's going to want from you is your fucking soul.
Exactly.
And then
Stay
what's
away
going to
from
happen then for eternity? He's got your soul. You're going to be gargling fucking mayonnaise for all of eternity.
No, look at P. Diddy's parties.
Well, yeah, you're going to end up like at a P. Diddy party.
That's it.
That's basically what's going to happen to you.
That's it. You don't want that, do you?
You do not.
You don't.
You don't. You do not, allegedly.
This is all, like I say, guys, right? Don't get offended or anything like that. It's comedy. We're joking about. We're not being serious. I mean, everybody loves the church and everything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't get offended. But if you do get offended, let us know on
6andbelowpodcast@gmail.com.
because we won't read them, so don't worry.
We don't. And there's a reason we have a trash. We have trash on the email account.
We're getting trolled again, guys.
Yeah. And please, if you do worship Satan out there, please don't send any demons my way.
Oh, man.
No. You can send them to Darren.
Send us to Erik. It's all right.
I'll take an angel, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just not a fallen one.
Yeah. Irene tells the other sister that she has seen a nun stalking the abbey, but it's far from holy. And the other nun turns around and goes, "Oh, you've seen it too, have you? I thought it was just us. I thought it was another drop-dead Fred running around."
It dresses up as a nun to pretend to be one of us, but it's not one of us. I assure you, it's not one of us.
Definitely not. Have you seen the eyes?
I know. You've seen the nose.
Yeah.
And then,
it looks freaky.
it looks like fucking Marilyn Manson in a nun's outfit.
It does.
Let's fucking face it.
Let's face it, it really is actually.
Marilyn Manson. But then they're interrupted by another nun who comes in and goes, it's your turn to pray, sister.
They don't like privacy there, by the way.
They
do
do
they?
not like privacy.
Because
No.
when they're talking, there's another nun at the doorway trying to open up the door.
Yeah. Like, they don't think I should be speaking to you. But then they're like, well, seeing as you're saying here, we're going to upgrade your stay. Seeing as you had a bad night last night, we're going to give you your own room in the tower. You know, the room where the other fucking nun killed herself.
Just excuse that little bit of rope on the end of the bed.
Yeah.
The last visitor that stayed here, well, you know.
They fucking lock her in as well, don't they? Yeah. Like, we don't want you wandering again like you did last night.
Yeah, we don't want that happening.
No.
So, locked
let's-
in the room you are.
Let's lock you in.
Meanwhile, Father Burke is still in the main entrance bit,
Yeah.
and he's still reading his books.
He's looking at maps, isn't he, trying to find another way into the cloister.
And that creepy ass voice again, the hag.
Yeah.
You won't find another way in there, Father.
Yes. You won't find another way in, you will. You
He's
won't.
like, what bitch? You on about? Walks over to her.
Are you still there?
Has she been sat there all day whilst he's been reading? She's sat there like that, thinking, look, he's reading out loud, so I know what he's doing.
Yeah. Oh,
It's like, yes, Father, you will not find him, you won't.
you
No. It's like, stop speaking in riddles, you're not Yoda.
won't. Use the force, Father.
Use the force.
Put
the
me on
holy
your
water,
back and
you
carry me
will.
like a backpack. What do you say?
The holy water, you will.
Yes. Use the holy water, Father.
Oh, and he walks over with the candle lit, and the old hag tells him that this is the wrong place. So the hag also tells Burke it's too late to save Sister Irene, as she's now lost. Have you noticed one thing about a lot of nuns in this place?
What?
They've got a very poor diet, haven't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because for some reason, every time like they move the necks, it just creaks.
Got bad arthritis.
Really bad.
Well, then she's like, right, I don't move from here. I'm going to go sleep now. So what does he do? Pull a fucking arm off?
It was literally fucking the thing from the Addams Family grabbed him. It's like, oh shit, get out.
Bad touch. But she does, she's going, yes, I don't move from here. I'm going to go sleep now. And then he goes, shit, is she dead? Walks over, like, grabs her arm, pulls it a bit too hard and goes, oh shit, I fucking pulled her arm off. But it's like a corpse's arm, innit?
Yeah.
And then, like you say, it starts fucking fingering him.
Yeah, it's thing.
Yeah.
It's just a hand running around on its own. I was waiting for fucking Lurch to come in like,
You rang.
Burke. Irene wakes up from having a vision, or wet dreams, to find a nun rocking back and forth at the end of the bed. With, again, real bad joints as her neck starts creaking as well. Turns out the nun has really bad Parkinson's and drops loads of beads all over the floor.
Did you notice when she's getting out of bed, though, the crucifix over the bed starts turning?
Yeah, it's the same one again.
Yeah.
The one they repaired
The one
it.
they repaired, yeah. They didn't fucking balance it again, did they?
No, left it off. And then she walks right up to behind the nun. And then she disappears when she looks down at the beads.
Yeah.
Looks back up, disappeared. And she's then behind her.
And
It's
then
like-
jumps out the window.
Yeah, grabs her, walks over to the window, and then jumps out the window.
Hey, you can.
So a loud knock starts coming from the bedroom door, like doom, 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 doom. And then it starts slowly opening up by itself. Sister Irene then thinks this is the best time than any to go for a walk around the abbey.
Yeah.
So I've just seen some woman disappear, reappear behind me, jump out the fucking window. Doors started opening up what was locked before. Dead dim light. I go, let's go for a walk.
Time for a midnight
Why
walk.
not? Why not? Let's see if we've got anything in the fridge.
Go fridge raiding. She's on a munch.
It's like, what the fuck's all this stuff here?
I know. So then she randomly finds the corridor from the beginning of the film with all them fucking crucifixes down it. And the
Just
fog.
manages to stumble across it, does she?
Yeah, I'd be like, is this where they store all the crosses? Because there's like a lot of, it's like the cross storage room. It looked like P. Diddy's tunnels.
It was.
It's where they keep the kids. Allegedly. Anyway, she so she finds a creepy door.
Yep.
And it opens itself. And then this is where the nun comes out looking like fucking Marilyn Manson.
Exactly, I put that. Mr. Manson dressed as a nun. And then starts a class 5 hurricane in the corridor.
That's what I meant before, like about a breath, because like she's got some good sucking power, because she just goes... And then
Irene is literally, it's like when you see in the cartoons where someone's holding on to something there, like vertically.
See, I couldn't tell whether it was like the suction from like the nun basically sucking everything into her mouth, or whether the room was actually going up and she was kind of dangling. And I was like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, she causes like a fucking, she's got more suction than a Henry Hoover. But then she lets go and she falls back and ends up hitting the door.
Yeah.
And then hands come through the door, and then the nun starts chasing her. So anyway, so then she starts running off, and then one of the other nuns grabs her, tells her to shut the fuck up, stop talking.
Sister Owana again.
Yeah, and then she says, "Only prayer will get us through the night. Meet us in the chapel." And then meanwhile, the father and a nun just randomly appears and walks into the confessional. So father thinks, you know what, I love following shit.
Yep.
And for some reason follows it into the confessional that disappears.
He's been licking mushrooms again.
I think so. He must have.
He has, mate.
He really needs to stop fucking following things.
Yeah.
But this is the bit where I had my only jump scare was he's then walking through. The young lad is basically back.
Yeah.
I think he randomly comes out from one of the pillars and goes, sticks the snake out, and I went, oh, okay.
Oh, he starts trying to lick his face, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And as he's running off, he turns around, at a little glance, the nun's standing there in the middle of the room.
Yeah, because the little boy's trying to stick his snake down the father's throat. Yeah.
Now, Irene's in the chapel, and again, trying to interrupt another nun, praying like a mad woman.
Yeah.
And on the floor is like a corpse lying there with like a bed sheet over. So she moves the bed sheet, and it's Sister Owana from before.
Yes.
So somehow she's died. And then they've recovered the body, put the body in the chapel all in the time it took for Irene to get from the bottom to where she is.
Yeah. And covered her up.
They should just like walk around the rest of the fucking castle in the meantime. And she's like, I meant to go pray now. Let's go up there quick. 6 hours later.
And then about 12 other nuns arrive, and they're like, right, let's form a super circle.
Dude.
You in the middle.
Right, this bit. So do you remember the Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Yeah.
When you got the priest walking around with the board, slapping them in the head. It was like that scene. They all just come barging in, they all just come flying open, and they coming in going like with the crosses are banging themselves on the head with the board, and that they're walking in twos, aren't they? One goes to the left, one goes to the right, and then circle themselves around and all get down on their hands and knees and start praying.
It reminded me as well, like, you know, like in Power Rangers when they're all individual, and then they're all like, right, let's get together to defeat the enemy. It's like, form the circle, form the super circle, pterodactyl, T-Rex, and it's like super nun time,
Catholic Church.
Oh. And then they all like gather around her and put her in the middle for some reason.
Yeah,
and then what the fuck? This is what I put. What the fuck are they all actually praying about?
I don't know, because they're all trying to, like say, I think the evil spirit is getting stronger and stronger at this point.
Yeah.
So that's why there's more of them praying to try and keep it at bay a little bit more. But I really did like this scene, to be honest with you, because you see it from bird's eye view, and you got Irene in the middle, and one of the nuns comes over to her and says, whatever you do, don't look around, keep your eyes in front, and just keep praying. Don't get yourself distracted.
No matter what happens.
And then all of a sudden, it's like, I don't know, but they all just like explode as such, don't they? Like with force.
Just get flown across the room.
Yeah, all over the place, like smashed into the side. A couple of them die. They're all getting up, like helping each other out. And yeah, it's like a couple of them just like died from that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Whilst she carries on praying. Then, whilst Burke is on the toilet, trying to regather himself, he sees a crossword puzzle and the word deliveries.
Yeah, I put the back with the father who's got pissed off that someone's solved his crossword puzzle. The bastards! How dare you solve my crossword?
Oh, it's already done from before that.
No, I know, but
because
she
Irene
wrote
mentioned
delivered.
it.
Yeah.
At the start.
Way there, yeah.
She's like looking over his shoulder. 12 across deliveries. Bitch, you might have been trying to do this for like since I left fucking Rome.
It looked like I don't know, I might be wrong, but it looked like the rest of them had all been solved, and I just thought he got pissed off that someone had gone and solved his fucking crossword. That fucking bitch of a nun.
Sat there in the time like, okay. 10 across.
That'll piss him off now. But then he remembers, obviously, the door in the icebox where the deliveries are made.
Yep.
So he heads over there.
Oh my God.
Goes into the icebox. Sees a bell on the floor. The bell starts. It's on a string. Ding, ding, ding.
It's a little bit like the old prank back in the day with a fiver on a fishing line.
Yeah.
Like,
basically. So again, he follows it.
Follows it
again. Stop fucking following things, Father Burke, you fucking Burke. Yeah, he follows it to a little tomb, and then a zombie comes out and starts attacking him randomly for some reason.
Well, it's in the ice at the time, isn't it?
We've got zombies now. Yeah.
Yeah, so there are zombies now. This like one that's stuck in there. Again, I think that's the one from before. So she's got up from being buried. It's like, how the fuck did I get here? I was in the fucking chilling out in the little sauna room before. So she goes off, tries to hang herself. Frenchie runs off. She can't get laid. She goes, all right, I'm going to go get an ice bath. Jumps in the ice bath, chilling out. She must have been waiting there for the last 15, 20 hours for somebody to come along because she set that little trap up, didn't she, with the fishing line. She's like, do you want me a good idea? Whilst I'm just sat here now and it's the ice bath. I'm just putting my feet up, relaxing. It's like, do. Got like sauna music playing in the background. Let's keep it nice and tranquil. She's like, yep. And she like, do. Oh, shit, someone's here. Let's get ready now with the...
Set the bell up.
Let's get the bell. Let's get it settled down with string. She's hiding behind the wall. It's like, what is it? Shh. Ding, 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 ding. Like, pulling it to us. She's like, this is going to be good. I can't wait to get him. Pulls it a little bit more. Like, you can see the light from his little torch come nearer and nearer, and she goes, Rah! Burke's like, shits himself all over the floor.
Soils himself right there.
Runs off into the corner, and luckily, Frenchie made an appearance to save a day with a fatal swoop of the axe.
It wasn't an axe. It was that crucifix thing he had nicked, using it like a sword.
No, it was an axe.
Well, it wasn't an axe.
Yes, it is. He's got an axe carried around with him.
Are you sure? I thought it was that crucifix that he took back.
What, a plank of wood?
Yeah.
She'll take the head off with two before.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Fuck off.
I don't know. I might be wrong.
It was an axe.
I don't remember seeing no axe.
Bert turns around and goes, oh, why didn't you use a shotgun? He's like, oh, I've got one shell.
Shotguns for emergencies.
Yeah, I've only got the one bullet for it.
Yeah.
I found it on an antique. I don't know if it works. Might have been decommissioned 10 years ago.
Oh, do you think she went back to the icebox though to kind of? Do you think she was a bit sore from what Frenchie did to her?
Could have been, yeah.
She's like, I need to put some ice on this.
It probably is like, my arse is killing. What's
My
going on?
fucking ass, mate. I told him not through the back door. So then, while they're all praying,
Yes.
the nun gives Irene a little tattoo, doesn't she?
She does.
Of a
Scratches a
pentagram.
pentagram in the back
Yeah.
for some
Painful,
reason.
that.
For some reason.
Yeah. Hopefully that doesn't get infected.
Well, nothing gets mentioned on it throughout the rest of the film.
She just covers it up and it's just like, all right then.
That just happened.
I guess I've got a pentagram now.
That just happened for some strange reason.
I know. Oh,
But did you notice as well?
Go on.
When all the nuns went flying all over the place,
Yeah.
the one rule they said to her, don't look behind you and keep praying. Straight away, she stops praying, looks around, hears banging on the door, and goes, oh, wonder who that could be.
I wonder who it could be, eh?
And she goes over, don't worry, it's got to be Father Burke. He's got to be here to help us. Do you know what, I can't help say Father Burke, not in an Irish accent.
Father Burke.
Hey, Father Burke.
Hey, Father Burke, what you doing?
What are you doing over there, Father?
You bring me some potatoes.
That Father Ted, isn't it? Do you think he's got a pisshead following him around?
Maybe. Drink!
I used to love that series.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Absolutely loved it. So she covers up the pentagram on her back, as you do, and says to Father Burke and Frenchie, who are now banging on Chapel's door.
Yeah.
Irene tells him, we've all been praying, Father. Look around, all of us together.
Hey, top of the morning to you, Father.
And then he's like,
Who the fuck are you talking about?
what are you talking about, love? You're on your own.
Crazy bitch. Have you been licking them toads again?
Yeah. The mushrooms have been feeding us.
Yeah.
And she looks behind, and all the nuns are gone.
All
the
of
whole
them.
room is like pretty much being put back as well. All the church pews are all back in position as well. Do you notice?
Yeah. All the candles are out. The only thing that's still there is the dead body.
Yep. And it turns out, because Irene has the visions with the spider senses and all that shit,
Yep.
every single nun that we've seen in this film so far have been dead already for a long, long time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Spoiler warnings, by the way, if you've not seen this film before.
A bit late for that, mate.
I know, yeah. We always do this, don't we?
Why does Frenchie, when you walk in, just put the shotgun down on one of the pews? You'd think he'd want to keep it close to him. They go over, and the dead body's still there, but it's now a wrinkled mess. It's not a fresh corpse anymore,
It's a few years old, isn't it, by the looks of it?
by the looks of it.
And it looks like it's actual sister Oana as
Yeah.
well.
It looks like Frenchie's had his way with it.
Or he's about to, at least, anyway, because he starts getting a bit frisky, and then the nun goes, "Shit, not him again!" I've heard rumours of him.
Get him
Comes
away.
back to life, stabs bloody Father Bert in his side.
Well, I put it in his dick. He gets stabbed in the dick with a cross,
It was-
but it might have been his side.
Yeah, his side of
It's
his
like-
top of his thigh, I think it was.
Yeah.
Stabs him with a crucifix, and then starts trying to fight with Burke. Burke starts punching her in the face, puts the bedsheet over, so he can get his way.
Yeah.
Gets a crucifix, puts it onto her head, starts doing the holy Bible talk shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's saying. He's like, "Oh, the God, Christ."
So God, power of Christ compels you.
Yeah, type of shit with a bit of
Yeah.
holy water on the cross as well. And then it kind of reminded me of a computer game called Phasmophobia to try and prevent a ghost hunt. Because the crucifix just burns up.
It does. It gets hotter than this one I'm wearing.
Yeah, constantly.
And then somehow it goes red hot. He throws it across the room, and it sets the nun on fire. Then
It's like, oh shit, how did that just happen?
did someone order a flaming nun? It's like, but then Frenchie finally uses the shotgun. He's one bullet on the nun.
Yep.
And yeah, and Irene tells them, for the demon to leave, it needs to possess someone, and that's why the nun in the beginning killed herself.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. So rather than just leaving, she's like, you can't have me, and jumps out the window.
That's
And
it.
then they have to seal the gate to contain the evil. It's like, before you go, do you mind if I quickly do my vows?
Yeah. So what you should do? Lie on the floor, face down.
That is weird. Is that how nuns take their vows? Did he say, right, lie on the floor in a cross shape while a priest stands over you? Oh, and sister, do you promise to avoid this junk for the rest of your life? To make sure you never have the touch of man.
This is your one and final time.
Yeah. And then she gets jumped into the church, and they beat her up
Yep.
as they do.
That's it. They jump in.
They jump her in, yeah.
They kick the crap out of her while she's on the floor.
Yeah.
Irene then leads Burke and Frenchie straight to the crypts below until Burke manages to find a beam of light coming from the statue Mary's finger.
Yeah. And he goes, oh, Irene! Mary points the way like in your visions. Dun, dun, dun.
You must have predicted it.
Not the fact that, like you say, the fucking sunlight is literally on the tip of a finger.
Bear in mind, it's night time at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, shit, yeah. How many...
So yeah, that happened.
And then Frenchie starts reversing himself onto the finger of Mary.
It's like, what are you doing there, Frenchie?
You know?
Um,
I'm just trying to get the vision right, just by like, so if I just slot into here, it's there.
And it turns out the key they found earlier from
Yep.
the start, which was in the dead nun's hand, is the key for this safety deposit box, which is hidden behind a brick wall.
Yes, which has the Jesus jizz in it.
It does. So they open it up, and he looks at it, and Frenchie goes, "Holy shit!" And the priest turns around and goes, "The holiest of all."
The holiest of all shits. And then he goes, only a true bride of Christ can keep something so sacred. Or in other words, not it.
It's like, yeah, love. Since you got the psychic powers and everything,
Yeah,
you can
fucking-
communicate with dead. You have it. Place it around there. Go on, crack on, love. I'll
Go
wait
on.
outside.
We'll follow you. We'll be with the horse. Let us know when it's done, yeah.
That literally what happens though. I just go deeper into the depths of the castle. For
Yeah.
some reason, they all split up again. It's like,
It's It's like fucking Scooby-Doo.
It is all over again.
Come on,
mate.
guys, split up.
It's like, yeah, okay, you go that way, I'll go this way. We'll stick together, guys, right? We'll stick together. Walk through the corridor. And Frenchie walks past like the first like little dungeon room. He goes, I'll go have a little gander in there, sure.
Yeah. And this is when he's got his big Indiana Jones torch, and he goes into the doorway, and the nun goes, blows out like a birthday candle. Like, Jesus Christ, the lungs on this woman. It's like, so then the nun starts following Irene.
But this
then-
time, it's different nuns now, aren't they? Because they're dressed up like nuns.
With no faces.
With no faces, got black cloth over the face.
Yeah.
And I think this is just before the budget started running out.
Yes.
Because instead of using makeup, just gone, let's get a veil.
Yeah, just fucking black the face out. It's like, we don't need to see who they are. So one pushes her into a wall, and then Irene finds a black candle burning, and then she stands in the middle, and it turns out it's a pentagram.
Ah, yeah, they have motion sensors on the candles.
They do, yeah.
Because they all light up around her.
Yeah, and now there's just a bunch of people in there with sacks on their heads randomly.
Yeah. So now these other people that stood around her look like, would you say there's still nuns in like the white outfits, but with like a potato sack on their head?
Basically, yeah.
Kind of reminds me of something like Silent Hill type thing, or
It was
Resident
like,
Evil.
But meanwhile, Father Burke's being chased by all the faceless nuns and burns a cross on the floor to stop them.
Yep.
And then we never see them again.
Yeah, we don't actually, do we?
No, it's like that somehow works. And then Frenchie goes into the room, walking in with all the bagged up nuns. And
This kind of made me laugh a little bit because he's outside, so he uses his last shotgun shell
yeah.
to open up the door, kicks the door through, falls down the fucking stairs, gets up, is like, oh, okay, yeah, there's 40 people in here now, we're back on the red.
And for
Where's
some
these
reason,
come from?
they're all playing musical fucking statues.
Yeah.
Because they've all just stood still, and he's walking through, and every now and then they'll go and look at him,
Yeah.
which is fucking weird. And
It's a
then
bit
they all
pointless, really. What would have been better at this point if all of them people with the bags on their head turned out to be the villagers, and it was like a cult
to
to bring the demon up, and it's still from the Duke from back in the day. It was like his descendants who lived in the village was all practicing dark magic to sacrifice people to this evil spirit who's the nun,
Yeah.
and that's where it all came from.
Good shout.
That would have been good.
That would have been a good twist at the end, yeah. If it turns out all the villagers are in on it.
Yeah,
Mm.
because these bagheads literally disappeared, don't they?
Yeah, there's just no reason. They just move to one side, and you just see Irene in the middle of the pentagram for some reason doing kind of coming off like one of Michael Jackson's stage things where he leans forward. Have you seen them? And she's just kind of leaning forward like in like a with her arms out. There's just
One
like
glove on.
one glove on. Bubbles the chimp in background.
What happens there is he flies against the room. She starts walking towards him, now possessed.
Yeah.
And she does like a little Jedi trick to pick up the shotgun. Walks towards him, puts the shotgun underneath his face, and starts like threatening him, saying, "Oh, you should have done it a long time ago. You shouldn't have came back French, man." Turns around and goes, "I'm not French. Oui. I'm French Canadian."
And slightly Irish.
And uses the jizz on her face, which then pushes the spirit out of her body, and then she is now free from the possession.
Yeah, and then Sister Irene decides to find the pool and decides to go for a quick swim.
Yeah, because
What is with that under the? Why is it just like a pool room?
it's the one from Madam Web.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it
Like-
gives them the abilities to see in the future.
Right.
That's where she gets the visions from.
Yeah. It's the same water transported over.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah. I was waiting for the guy to come out.
Because I thought as well, this bit, I thought, why doesn't the father just suddenly bless the water, turn into holy water while
Would have been easier.
while they're in it? Yeah.
Would have been a lot easier. But what happened? Father Burt comes running over, and he's pretty much useless now throughout the whole of the film.
Yeah.
Because the little boy jumps on his face, tries to like give him a wet willy with his tongue into his ear, and then a snake comes out and bites him in the fucking eye.
No.
And then for no reason raises up from the hot tub.
She just comes out like, I didn't realise it was that deep.
No, it literally right. I'm going to try and put myself now in a nun's position. So I'm in the other room, choking French dude out.
Yeah.
I've done my little garlic breath onto Irene. She's gone flying into the other room, into the hot tub water. So then, while she's in the water, she then let go of French and gone, "Do you what? I'm going to go for a swim." So instead of walking around or like teleporting herself into the room, she's gone, "Do you what? I'll go in the water and I'll come out."
Just
And it looks
slowly
shit
come up. It was almost like she'd pressed an elevator and just gone.
Once underneath the stage.
Yeah.
Like, going up.
It was like when like you're behind the couch or something and you play the elevator, you're like ding, and you like just bring yourself up, and then she's then walking on water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walks towards her, picks up Irene, does
Yeah.
like a little growl at her, and then puts her in the water and starts trying to drown her.
Why?
While she's drowning, and now this bit, I kind of made the film a little bit silly and it kind of done my head in. Because Irene, in her right hand, she's got like the Christ's blood.
It's like a bauble, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like a Christmas bauble on a string.
Yeah, so she has that, but it's been cracked open. So the nun goes, while she's drowning her, bear in mind, she goes, "Oh, what's that over there?" Picks it up, looks at it, goes, looks over at Irene, I was like, "Oh, you made it look stupid now." This
Oh,
bit.
no.
And then she spits the blood all over the nun. who
Gives her
then
Christ AIDS.
give us a Christ aid, hepatitis.
Yeah.
She starts going, shit, you got freaking blood all over me.
It burns.
And then starts melting away. And then all she had to do, technically, was just crack it into the water and it would have done the same thing anyway.
Well, yeah.
And then
Diluted
closes the portal.
Jesus jizz. And then Irene drowns. And then Frenchie pulls her out, gets up to his old tricks and starts making out with her. And then when she wakes up, he goes, it's called the kiss of life.
While zipping his pants up.
Yeah, just like shit in hell. She's woke up. This has never happened before.
I thought she was dead.
Damn it!
Did he tell me if I use this much horse tranquilizer, she'll be out of it?
Do you think the whole film has just been Frenchie giving her fucking drugs? Just trying to...
Probably.
Oh, it's just one giant trip in Frenchie's stash.
That's why Burke's like got a pink eye.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And his actual last design now, wasn't there, from the snake bite?
Yeah, yeah. So she's because they pull the plug, don't they? And the nun gets flushed down the drain.
Yeah.
And that's her dealt with apparently. And then we cut to a scene where he's getting an eye patch put on, and then that's it pretty much. Irene bandages up. He turns out Frenchie is possessed as well. Randomly.
Yeah, got bitten by a mosquito on his neck.
Yeah.
Which comes up in an upside down cross.
So it turns out the ground is holy again, and yeah, he's got the upside down cross on his neck.
Yeah, but just before leaving though,
Yeah.
they some reason went round the whole chapel, got all the dead bodies and buried them all.
Yeah, they thought, well, while Frenchie's there, we may as well. He's good at digging. May as well just get him to bury them all.
Plus, if they're in the ground, he can't be touching them.
Well, exactly.
'Cause he's going to come back later on, isn't it?
Frenchie proof.
Yeah.
So they Frenchie proof the whole abbey. And then he's like, "But I thought you said the ground wasn't holy anymore." She's like, "No, it's holy now. Yeah. We made it holy again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sort it out.
yeah. The power of Jesus, chiz."
And then it skips forward 20 years to a
Yes.
college lecturer being done by Ed and Lorraine Warren. They are talking about the case of Frenchie being possessed by the evil spirit that was able to speak perfect Latin.
So does that scene appear in one of the other films?
Yes.
And is it the same actor?
Yes.
Ah.
So you see that video clip of Frenchie being possessed,
Yeah.
right? Which is really good at this point. This is one thing I love about the whole franchise of the Conjurings and stuff, the way they link them all up together.
Yeah.
So at the very end, you see them talking, don't you, saying about this case happened to the French guy,
Yeah.
and he could speak perfect Latin, etc., etc. What it does, it zooms into, what's her name, Carolyn, who's sitting in the audience. So do you know that woman it zooms in onto?
Yeah.
She is the one from the very first movie.
Right.
So her family get possessed by it's like a cursed object or something inside the house, which then possesses the kids.
Oh,
So
right, okay.
she's the mum who went to that lecture to try and find help because her family are being possessed, and that's why she contacts Ed and Lorraine.
Ah,
So it
so
links it
back
all
to
up.
the first. movie. Oh, right, nice. Well, that's how the film ends, anyway. So, if you've made it this far, guys, you're a good one. Please hit that like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. 5 stars if you're on Spotify. And yeah,
You say iTunes?
Oh, well, we're on Apple iTunes as well.
Certainly are.
Should say it on the bottom anyway.
Yeah, sponsored by Apple, aren't we?
We are
Affiliated, at least.
affiliated, yeah. We have a lot of Apple tech. Flip quiz.
There you go, Apple. If you want to give us a sponsor.
Yes. Or Monster.
Yeah. Product placement, you know what I mean? That's what we do around here, guys.
Yeah,
Nice and subtle. A little bit like... I'm trying to think what film it was.
Hollow Man.
Hollow Man, yeah, with Pepsi.
With the Coke. Yeah. So we'll just leave that there for you. Clip quiz.
Clip quiz. Let's play that.
Pepper Earl, you're here.
Hey, Jenny. You look wonderful.
I knew you'd make it to the pre-wedding brunch. Oh, I'm so excited. Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah, don't worry about that. That's just a minor setback. You'll be
Okay.
just fine.
Well, come on in. I don't care what they say.
Okay.
You're always welcome.
Okay.
Come on.
I'll let you first.
I just gotta grab something inside, then I'll introduce you to everybody.
Ooh.
Oh, my God. You saved all my cards.
Ever since the first one you sent me when I was 9. It's the Corn Palace.
Any ideas?
No clue, mate.
Okay, so it is Sister Irene, which
Yeah.
is playing in that in a different film. And it's starring Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
And it's a 2018 film, The Mule.
Ah. Never seen it.
Never heard of it either myself.
No. The Mule. The
Yeah,
Mule,
so I think he's a drug mule.
Oh.
Mm.
Clint Eastwood is.
Mm,
All right, then.
I think so. It's either that or he does donkeys.
Probably more chance of that than being a drug mule, I imagine.
It is with him.
Jesus.
It's just
Well,
walking
yeah,
around like
I-
fucking Biden.
Congratulations if you got that right. Yeah, sniffing kids and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Big congratulations, by the way, because it was a bit of a tricky one.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never heard of the Mule.
Right, the awards.
Yes.
If you want to play along with the awards section, we give out the following ones. We give out the best actor, best character, worst character, hot babe award, and 3 things you liked about the film, along with your personal rating out of 10.
Yep.
Also, where you'd like to place it on our Wall of Fame when we come and cover that later on. If you want to play along, you can let us know on email
6andbelowpodcast@gmail.com.
or let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah.
So the first actor is the King Kong Award.
Yeah, that's right. You better walk away. Go on, walk away, because I'm going to burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
No, it was last night when we were at the cinema and we seen the trailer for Gladiator 2. The Denzel's in that.
Yeah.
Fucking random, wasn't it?
Especially the character he's playing. I like the way to keep it accurate to history.
Well, yeah.
I don't mind it.
I don't know what character he's playing, to be honest.
Right, the thing is, it does me end in a little bit, right? If they're making it their own film and it's their own separate character, perfectly fine, do what you want. But when you're basing it on a real life character or somebody from history, I think you need to try and keep it a little bit accurate.
Well, yeah.
You know, the little subtle bits.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. But I'm sure he'll smash out the park, whatever part he plays.
Oh, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't deny that.
So,
Best
want me to go
actor.
first?
Yeah.
I got Irene.
I've gone for Irene as well.
Hey, come on, Irene.
Should have had that lined up, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Come on, Eileen. Oh,
yes.
yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
Went a bit Elvis then. Worst actor, aka the Steven Seagal Award.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. To the blood bank.
Golden Seagull.
The Golden Seagull. We have our award right here, and it's going to be getting posted into the box. But my one is going to be the bartender from the village.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've gone with the nun.
The evil spirit.
Yeah,
Okay.
the nun itself. It was shit.
You didn't really doing the acting, let's be honest with you. I just
Well,
stood there on
that's
the
what I
ground.
mean. That's what I mean. She was basically a prop.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, do us a favour, you stand on that little hoverboard.
Oh, shit. It would have been funny if she just fell over.
Outtakes.
Yeah.
The nun's outfit just drapes into the wheels.
Fucking hell.
Or it'd be like the Segway guy, which ironically died on his own
On his
Segways.
Segway, yeah.
Went off the fucking cliff. She just went out the window.
Followed. The nun jumps out and she just follows. Shit! Oh,
I can't
God.
stop the bastard. I can't get the balance.
Oh, what have you got for best character?
Best character? I've gone for French here.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
I've gone for Father Burke.
Okay, not
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
not bad.
yeah.
Worst
What?
character?
I've gone for Frenchie.
Have you?
Yeah. I didn't like him.
Leave them corpses alone, French.
Yeah. He's just too touchy.
I went for the creepy old hag.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
I think it's just the way she talks and stuff. It's reminding me too much of Macbeth.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
Hot babe?
Hot babe, Irene.
Gotta be Irene, hasn't it?
Either that or the nun.
Oh. Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
No, I'm alright.
No, yeah, right, mate.
No, I'm alright.
Three
Three things. Same time then. Three things you liked.
Yeah, so I like the jump scares.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I like when he put the bags on the wrong car. I thought that was funny. It actually made me laugh
yeah.
out loud. And I put the cheesiness.
Yeah.
There's a bit of cheese on toast.
Hollywood films, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're all the same. Whatever type of film you go for, it's always cheesy. There's
Yeah.
always some little thing that you go, why have you done that?
I know.
It's like Aliens last night. Really good all the way through it. And then the end, you go,
Yeah.
why have you introduced Slender Man?
I know. Why did you have to ruin him in the last 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Could have just left it where it was.
Yeah. Getting on the ship, off to go. I'm not going to give anything away about that, so I don't want to give any spoilers. Three things I liked. I liked it when you seen the shadow walking across the room. I thought it was quite a good effect the way they did it.
Yeah.
I liked when the nuns get flung around the room as well when they're praying.
Yeah.
And I like the music. The
Right,
music
okay.
was really good for it because when something sinister was going off, obviously the music makes it more dramatic, doesn't it?
Yeah, adds to the atmosphere of it.
Yeah. So,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
I'll give the music props because don't really do that often.
What rating would you give it?
And also, as a bonus one, I like the way they all linked to the other movies throughout the franchise.
Yeah, that's good, yeah. I didn't realise how much it did until, obviously, you explained it before.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, what rating would you give?
I've actually gone for 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I say, I enjoy it. I think it's one of the better horror films what are out there.
Yeah.
Especially, like I say, but like I say, I'm a big fan of the Conjuring series as well.
Yeah.
It's like all the Annabelles and the Conjurings and all them ones. So it's probably like a little bit of a... No, one I'd like to say personally, I think a little bit biased towards it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've gone 4.8.
4.8?
Yeah.
Come on. It's at least a 5. Like I say, you're not a horror fan,
No,
are you?
I'm not. I don't enjoy horror films.
That's what I mean.
Well, I think probably if I'd watched the series, maybe, but this is a standalone film, 4.8.
Right. Okay,
It wasn't anything special.
So this is going to be a little bit of a tricky one now, isn't it, for the Wall of Fame? Because we've got 3 different options we can have. We have one to skip, worth a watch, and a must-see. Personally, I'm going to say, if you like your horror films and you like jump scares, storyline's not too cheesy, I don't think, throughout the whole film. The acting's not too bad overall. I'm going to plant my flag as a must-see movie, but I'd recommend watching it with the other Conjuring films and try and watch them in order of the series.
See, I definitely wouldn't say this was a must-see.
I think so. If you like horror films.
I don't know, I think, like you say, if you're watching it in the series of The Conjuring, then it's going to be a must-see because otherwise you're not going to be able to watch the whole series, are you?
That's me, but I'd always I always recommend the Conjuring series to everybody.
Yeah.
And this is like part of it. So that's why I say, people say, I'm looking for a good horror film to watch. I'll go watch The Nun.
I would say it's worth a watch. It's not that bad. It's entertaining. I got through it twice quite easily. It's not a hard watch. It has jump scares in it. So I'd put it worth a watch, but I definitely wouldn't say it was must-see.
Do you want to flip for it?
No, I think we should just put it in worth a watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No flips?
I honestly don't think it's a must-see. Unless, bear in mind, we're reviewing it as a standalone film, not part of a series. So
True.
as a standalone film, I would say it's worth a watch. I wouldn't say it's one to skip. If you're looking for a horror film, then yeah. If you're watching it in the series, then yeah, maybe it's going to be part of must-see. But as a standalone film, I would say worth a watch.
Right, go on. I'll go for that then.
Yeah.
I'll go for worth a watch with it.
Worth a watch.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I would say the whole Conjuring series
Yeah.
is a must-see. So that's why
Yeah.
I'd recommend to you. I've told you loads of times I'm going to watch them.
To be fair, having watched this and what you explained before and the way it links in, I kind of am tempted now to go and start watching the Conjuring series.
Yeah, you try and watch them in order
So-
if you can as well.
Yeah, so I am tempted to do that, especially with Halloween coming up and so on.
Yeah.
It might be worth doing, but like I say, basing it on just this one film alone,
Yeah.
I would say it's worth a watch.
Yeah,
I'd
definitely
say-
worth a watch.
It's not bad enough to say skip. It's got the jump scares in it.
Yeah.
If you're prone to jump scares, then you're gonna. There's lots in it, and
One thing I would recommend, by the way, if you are going to watch the Conjuring series,
yeah,
right? If you watch them, instead of the date when the films came out, you watch them in the order that they're set in,
right, okay.
right? Like, for an example, this one's like 1955.
yeah,
And then if you watch the Conjuring 2 later on, or the Conjuring 1 after that, then it will link them all up nicely.
okay,
what I mean?
No worries. Yeah,
Yeah, so
I might
have
have
a
a
look
look
online.
into it because I wouldn't mind giving them a watch from what you told me. They sound like they might be a good series to get into.
Oh, really good.
But like I say, it's see when it comes to like horror films and stuff like that, I like the religious takes on it and stuff like that. I like religious film. This doesn't really go into much depth of the original of like stuff like that. It was like things like back in the day, like you had like Stigmata and you had End of Days and
The
them
Exorcist.
type of films and The Exorcist and stuff like that. I like them ones where it's kind of like, you got the religious mythology along with it. and
Yeah,
so on.
paranormal ones. and that,
Yeah. Yeah, this one kind of it touches on it because of obviously it's the nuns and stuff, but it doesn't really go too much into depths of
Mm.
the religious backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah,
There's probably a reason they've done that. Probably because it links into the other films.
yeah, yeah.
But no, overall, yeah, I'd say worth a watch.
Perfect.
Yeah. So should we wrap it up there? So
Let's wrap it up.
yeah, so next week we're doing Aquaman and the whatever the fuck the second one.
Basically, it's going to be propaganda for global warming.
Yes, apparently.
Stay tuned for that one.
Stay tuned. And yeah, if you made it this far, please hit that like. Please subscribe for future videos. And if you're on Spotify, hit that 5-star and please also subscribe. And same with Apple iTunes or
Yep.
anything you're watching this on. If there is a subscribe button, please hit it so you can be kept up to date with local
News
local news. with,
in our area.
with regular updates because we
Yeah.
try to release every week. So, hi. Well, I've been Eric.
I've been Darren.
Yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.
Thanks for watching Six and Below Movie Podcast.
Take care, guys.
Bye for now.
Bless you.